drunk Uncle.
Hey! Nice to see everybody on this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Nice to be seen on this Friday.
Week flew by.
This week did fly by. Yeah, see what happens when you have fun?
Yeah.
I mean, it started Monday with the 10-year anniversary of the show, and here we are. It's Friday. It's Friday.
Oh, yes.
Friday.
Hey, this guy.
Friday.
Meow, meow, meow.
Any big plans this weekend?
Yeah, going to Cape Girardeau tomorrow.
Oh,
Cape G,
lucky.
Taco John's, home of Taco John's.
Lucky Cape Girardeau.
How
I've
cool.
never been.
Oh, really?
You've never been to the Cape?
No, I've never been to the Cape.
It's so nice.
Oh, you
we
must
summer in the
go.
Cape.
Aha.
The Queen summers in the Cape Girardeau.
What is there?
Big ol' rager. I'm going to a house party.
Oh, house party.
Wow.
House party. House
At
party.
SEMO?
Yeah, I'm going to go to a foam party at SEMO again. Oh, man, that was the
Oh, that's
best.
where SEMO is?
Yeah. Home of Tony Romo.
Everybody's down there.
Tony Romo, the?
I think Romo played at SEMO, didn't he? Let me look that up for you.
I almost got a
Really?
job at a radio station in Cape Girardeau, like right as I was starting out.
Did you say the rib place? That's Tony Roma's.
He also played it.
Also went to SEMO, which is crazy.
You know, I've heard actually a couple people getting like gigs down in Cape Girardeau and actually really liking it, Lern. So
I hear nice things
maybe
about
you
the
would have
place.
loved it.
Played at Eastern.
I went into the station that Rush Limbaugh got us started, and they have a shrine of Rush Limbaugh at that old conservative talk booth where you could. This is before he died,
The
obviously.
golden microphone.
And so you could go in there and like the dust of Rush Limbaugh like was still on the
dust
console.
of Rush Limbaugh.
Like, they didn't move anything. Like
Bro,
a half
Rush
drank
dust.
coffee was in there.
You know what dust is made of, right? It's like dead skin cells.
Yeah,
The dead
Rush
skin
Limbaugh's
cells of
dead
Rush
skin
Limbaugh.
cells were
Dried
there.
toots.
And so I was like, and there was a rock station and conservative station, down the hall from each other, and I almost took a job down there. And yeah,
Wild.
Down in the Cape.
I could have been the next Rush Limbaugh, you
Down in
guys.
the,
I would have been.
Could have been.
I've heard good things.
Just by being
Obviously.
there. Just by being there.
I've heard good things, but only really passed through. I don't think I've done anything except for have a lunch there, like a Subway or something.
Why did you not take a job there?
Well, I was working part-time at Keishi, and I was applying to full-time radio, like on-air positions all over the place. I got an offer for Little Rock, Cape, and then I went to my boss, Rick Bayless at the time. I go, look, I don't want to leave, but I got to go.
Right.
And he was like, give me 3 months. Because that's when they had plans to take Bob and Tom off of mornings on Keishi after a 17-year run. And he goes, give me 3 months. And then 2012, U-Man and I brought mornings back to Keishi locally.
Bob and Tom.
Yeah.
They're not on here anymore, are they?
I don't
Not
think
that I'm
so.
aware of.
Little
I think
stations.
one of them retired.
Yeah.
Either Bob or
The
Tom.
one with
Bob did.
three-letter name.
Well, don't you? Rafe has a friend who works with Bob and Tom, don't you?
Yeah, Josh Arnold he took a job with them. Comedian from
Legend.
St.
I mean,
Louis. He's great.
those guys are legends.
Yeah, I do the show when I go to Indy. They're still in a lot of markets, man.
Little
Oh, yeah.
markets. Like I would say on little towns, though, right? Like not as big cities.
Our
as they used
old-
to
I would
be.
say mid-sized cities. They're
Mid-sized.
like, there's certain, like if you're doing a weekend, and it'll be weird too. It'll be like if you're in Wichita, drive to Indianapolis and do Bob and Tom, and it'll sell
Yeah.
tickets in Wichita.
Yeah,
Really?
they are
Yeah, it's-
the go-to place for stand-up comedians.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Bob and Tom, that's a lot of comedians get their break.
Well, in the
because of those guys.
'90s,
In the 90s, they used
huge.
to. I
It
think
was
they
awesome.
broke Greg. Greg Warren is coming in next week. Will tell you that he's like when they did that Bob and Tom tour.
Yeah.
They had like a comedian tour in the 90s, maybe early aughts, that like would change your career.
Well, it was like Bob and Tom, maybe on the Midwest side of things, and Opie and Anthony on the East Coast. All comedians would go there.
Yeah. Sure.
And Opie and Anthony did a tour too with the comedians, a traveling virus tour where they'd have like, Bill Burr and all these huge names now would start on that tour. But Bob and Tom, when they're on Keishi, so 17 years on Keishi,
Right.
our old GM John Beck, who nice guy,
Right.
never saw the man get pissed in the many years I worked for him,
Same.
except for one time.
Oh, no.
One time.
What happened?
One time I've seen that man furiously angry, and it was directed at myself and my former radio partner Woody.
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
So I forget what year this was. So we started the Woody and Rizz show back in 09.
I would say it was probably between 09 and 2014.
Okay, thank you for.
Oh, I think I
Thank
know what this.
If you
is
need
gonna
it to be narrowed
This is
down
probably
for you.
this is probably 2009, 2010. We did this. We did a contest.
Pumpkins.
No, that's a story for another day.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't
Sorry.
me.
Jar Jar Binks over here.
No, that was-
ODK.
That was how Woody got fired the first time back in 2003.
my apologies. I
But that's a
meant
story
my
for another day.
All right.
Maybe we'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
We did a game called "Is It Older Than Bob and Tom?"
I mean, legit question.
I mean, our show
Fun-
was just starting out.
fun
Bob
game.
and Tom were, I think, ahead of us in the ratings at that time.
Yeah, they were.
So, is it older than Bob and Tom? And nothing was older than Bob and Tom. So, like, we'd be like, fire. Is it older than Bob and Tom? And, like, no, fire is not older than Bob and Tom. Like the forked plow,
Right.
The printing press,
You're poking the old bear. You're saying these people are old
the
as
wheel.
hell. Right.
And John Beck, the dear general manager, cool as a cucumber, kicked open the door and went, "What the F are you guys doing?" I mean, was
yeah.
Wow.
super pissed.
These young punks.
Super pissed.
Sure.
Like, how could you?
Tore all the buttons right off his shirt.
Oh, I mean, that studio door at the Point was heavy.
Yeah. That's funny.
That was a heavy door. Like, when you closed that door in the old Point studio, your ears would pop because of the pressure change. It was like a decontamination chamber in there. That door flew open so quick, and he was so pissed off because we were making fun of a morning show on a radio station that we owned.
That was 2 doors down.
That
right.
was across the hall.
That you were competing with. I mean, we all compete still, even if we're under the same canopy.
That's funny.
Now, was it meant to be funny? Yeah, of course. We were trying to stir the pot a little bit, of course.
That's what you guys did.
That's what we did.
Yeah, that was the show.
Yeah.
That was the show.
But we're trying to reach a younger audience, right?
Then Bob and Tom?
Yeah.
We're just trying to.
So, I mean, a different audience.
I didn't even think we thought anything of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
doing a game.
Like,
Giving away
we
tickets,
didn't even
shooting
think
up.
of it.
having fun, making people laugh.
Yeah, that's what it was. We weren't even
couple
thinking
jokes
about
in this.
Oh, it was the morning show on Keishi.
You didn't. You weren't wringing your hands going, "This is gonna take them down."
We're sitting up in our office.
We're gonna be the best
Bob and
after this.
Tom, old guys.
You were punching up at that time.
It was punching up.
That's what I mean. It was like the super successful, long time.
Yeah, the stalwarts.
Look at you now.
Yep, it worked.
Yeah, see, that game worked.
You still punching up?
But yeah, good times. Speaking of good times, saw a lot of smiles down at Ballpark Village and on TV as far as the Cardinal opening day goes.
Did we win? I have no clue.
We won.
Whoa,
Look at us go.
We won.
With our backup catcher.
It was a hell of a game too.
Beautiful game.
Amazing. Congratulations, you guys.
Hell of a game. People were leaving that stadium happy.
That's great.
And I guess yesterday, talking about where to park, Rafe gave out a helpful tip. A hack, if you would.
Yeah.
A hack, if you would. Park over at, what is it, Carmine's?
Carmine.
You got it.
Park at Carmine's. Use a valet. Use the valet at Carmine's. Go in, get something to drink, get some
Toasty
toasted
Raz.
raviolis, and then leave your car there. Is it free valet?
Free, baby.
Free valet. Free
Nice.
valet.
Now
Go
you-
in get some great toasted ravioli. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're talking about this.
You're gonna tip heavy though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you always got to tip the valet.
Well, we got to. You want me to read the email?
Yeah, I was worried that you talking about it, I mean, they were going to be pissed.
I was also a little worried about that, in a sense of that I didn't worry about it at all, because I forgot I said it.
Oh,
Well, I did edit it out of the podcast. so
immediately. No, you didn't. Did you?
No, you
I was about
didn't.
to say. This podcast goes up unedited.
Yep, that's right.
In the back of my head, I was saying, oh man, these guys are going to be. These guys are gonna
Bringing
be
them
really
business,
pissed.
baby.
Are you bringing them? Yeah, okay. You are bringing them business. Okay, and when thinking about it,
I said spend your money at Carmine's.
I see no
Stadium.
drawback.
There's no drawback. They're getting money.
And we did encourage people to go in there and spend money.
100%. It's a cool place. Food's good. Beers are cheaper than the stadium. What's not to like?
And it's right across the street. So it's
Right across the
street. Is it Broadway?
And it's a straight shot.
Yeah, it's Broadway. It's like Catty Corner. Catty Corner to Broadway in Clark.
I'm trying to think where.
And then 1 block over.
I'm trying to think where it is. It's a parking garage.
It's like a block up. So Salt and Smoke
Salt and
is on
Smoke.
Clark. If you walk north a block, Carmine's is on the back side of that opposite block.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
it is.
Great spot.
You walk there, and it is a right-hand turn, and you're on 44.
Look at those toasted. See that toasted Rav right there?
Perfection.
Up to the right. Yeah.
There it is right there. See? There was the actual picture of the building.
Yeah.
I know no one can see that, but trust me, it's there.
Okay. Anyway, so somebody from Carmine's, Carmine Steakhouse, look at that 4.5 stars out of 5 on TripAdvisor.
Dang.
Whoa. Anyway, so somebody reached out from Carmine's, wrote us an email, and I was expecting, F you guys. You messed with the wrong people.
Formerly of Carmine's.
But what'd they say?
He
Said,
worked there for like a decade.
what's up, y'all? Sorry for the late email. Always have to catch up on the first hour of the show via podcast when I get off work. I worked for Carmine's for 10 years, was a GM for 4.
Oh, so worked.
But for a decade. And
For a
a GM.
decade.
For a
Okay,
decade,
so-
GM
yeah,
for
GM.
4. The
So
valet
this guy knows his
service
thing.
is definitely a cheat code. We always stayed open until after the game, regardless of extra innings, etc., to make sure there was someone to grab your vehicle after the game. We never complained about folks grabbing, quote, a drink and parking for free. However, there is an unwritten rule to be a decent human being. If everyone cheated, it caused less parking spots for those who spent money in our establishment
Right, of
by
course.
actually ordering food, etc. Tons of regulars from different states make it a point to come see us every time they come to Cardinals baseball, show us appreciation by simply spending money and making memories with us. I've changed careers, but I still visit the staff and owners and come to sit down and enjoy the restaurant. I still think it's great. Y'all spoke about Carmine's. Your consistent promotion of local spots deserves praise. Keep up the
Yeah.
STL
Hey, you
love.
know what?
James and Soulard.
I promise you, James, I will. Next time I go to a game, I will stop at Carmine's for a drink and a toasted Rav. And that sounds like one of those old school Italian, Italian joints.
Yeah.
Where you got the GM or the owner walking around in a blazer.
Yeah, look.
A blazer and a T-shirt going, hey, you guys, has everything. Puts his hand in your back.
Really?
Stands
Don't touch
over the
me.
table.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Those kind of places it's endearing.
Okay.
Especially when they're touching the lower back.
What if they haven't washed their hands? Let's be real.
That's fine.
Look, it's kind of dark. I mean, it's exactly how you imagine it.
And you know what I'm talking about? The guy in a blazer?
Yeah,
Just,
totally.
Hey, I'm Carmine. How you guys enjoying your meal? You good? Need more wine?
Hey,
Need more wine?
Hey, Tony, get these guys more wine.
More wine. Hey, guys, enjoy. And goes over to the next table. Does the same thing. Or maybe they hire like an ex-boxer
Oh, really? Okay.
as
Welcome wagon?
This is like your dream.
This is new?
as a greeter.
This is no. Remember,
Hire
this
your
is his
cousin.
this is his dream.
This is my dream.
I know.
This is what you're.
But you don't want to do it. You want to hire like an
old.
old boxer and live the Rocky fantasy.
Yes. Exactly.
You want to hire, they'll be like, all right, I'm going to hire like Evander Holyfield to just walk around my restaurant and greet people.
In a blazer. He's got to have a
Yeah.
blazer on.
Well, of course.
A blazer and
What
like
color
a
is the
t-shirt
blazer? Like a
underneath.
gray blazer, black?
It's probably gray or
Is
black.
it moth eaten? I don't want it to be moth eaten.
No, it's gray or black.
Oh, they have cedar
and it says
closets.
solid, solid black shirt underneath.
And it can't be the blazer that stays at the restaurant. It has to come from home each time
Yeah.
because it'll start smelling like toasted rabbit.
No,
I don't want that.
it's classy. We run a classy operation here.
Oh, good. Okay.
Of course.
So okay, there you go. You got the blessing. We got the blessing
The blessing.
From a former employee.
from. He was a GM.
Okay.
He was a GM.
All right.
So that's good enough.
Very much.
That's good enough. I mean, the pictures I saw, Ballpark Village was packed. It was cold though. Mm-hmm. It was chilly. I mean, did it get up to 50 at some point yesterday, or
Ooh, I don't.
It didn't feel like
it. No, it felt terrible.
like I was outside for a little while yesterday. I walked the dog. I was like, damn, dude. Whew. And windy too.
Yeah.
And that wind cut through you. But listen, Cardinals went home with a win.
Sun came out.
That's great. The sun came out. We're going to have Polo here later.
He looked beautiful yesterday.
He was supposed to send me a full body pic.
We shared it on the Instagram.
Yeah, he
Oh, he did?
He posted.
Oh, okay.
Let me
He sent me
just
one,
get
but
this out for you.
he sent it to the
There was
planet.
no clothing on him.
You were included.
He looked gorgeous.
I thought I was going to get a pic.
Look at this.
No.
Look
A
at
personal
this.
pic.
No
Look at that
personal
boy.
pics.
I know. He's very handsome.
God bless.
And his snazzy dresser. He's coming in later with his daughter.
Oh, really?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I thought
He
it
brought
was-
the whole family to opening day.
She listens to the podcast. She's a big fan.
He made it a family thing.
He's got stickers of his little face. We need those.
Little face. He's got a big face.
He does
Guy's
have
got
a
like a
little
size
face.
11 hat.
He's,
I want one of those.
he's got the biggest head in baseball.
We tried to share hats for a second.
You can't.
It was a yarmulke.
He's
all
the
of a
Reds
sudden.
logo or mascot.
He's got to get like a hat extender.
Got a big
Like
old
as
brain.
you know, if you're a big person going on an airplane, you need the seatbelt extender. He needs a hat extender. Love him though. Oh, speaking of flying, my wife is going to Florida in a couple weeks. She's gonna go visit her mom. Her mom had hip surgery, and she's gonna go surprise visit
Nice.
down to Florida. Spend a couple days there, and she was looking up flights. Yeah, listen, flying's very expensive, as we all know, and just for one ticket. So she's looking for, cheaper flights down to Lauderdale or Miami. And she goes, "Oh, Spirit Airlines." Spirit, it's like $80, like $80 for a ticket. Now, $80 is just we'll get you there, but if you want to carry on, they throw on an extra money. That's the airline where they tack on. You want to go to the bathroom? That's an extra, $20. I said, listen, with Spirit, you get what you pay for. I mean, it's a discount. It's a budget airline.
Yeah, a la carte.
Everything's a la carte. And, Spirit is known for having some wacky passengers. Case in point.
Yeah, they're
This-
not looking. They're not looking to score high on the satisfaction
No.
surveys.
No, this happened, I think, last week. There was another airline passenger meltdown on Spirit Airlines. This was a good one. I don't know what happened. Somebody who was on the plane posted this woman overreacting while 3 deputies were trying to take her off the flight for being disruptive. This was in Vegas. I don't know where they were going. I know it was out of Vegas. Even though she says she would go with the deputies, she didn't. And they had to get everybody off the plane because of her. Everyone had to deplane because of her. Listen to this meltdown.
I will walk out on my own. You don't need to. Why are you doing that? Why are you acting like I'm a rascal? Let this go. Can I do that with freedom? All I care about is freedom. That's fine. I've been there before. This nigga's hurting my elbow. He's hurting my wrist. You're hurting me, Sheriff. You're hurting me.
All right, so she's carrying on.
Like a rascal.
Yeah, like she's a total rascal.
I haven't heard rascal used in so long. It's
She's
kind of
carrying
refreshing.
on.
What a
Everybody's sitting on the
rascal.
plane.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their phones out, of course. Because wouldn't you?
I mean, it's already out. I'm texting my friends. Yeah.
My phone would be out too, recording. And she goes on.
You're hurting me, Sheriff.
And then there's that.
That's how I sound on a normal day.
She has a future job. She's got a future in cartoon voices.
Yeah. He's got a great voice for cartoons.
Oh
my gosh.
This is George Floyd.
Get
Off the plane.
Now everybody said,
my
get off the
God.
plane.
Dude, when she said the word rascal, did you hear like 3 bystanders
Laugh.
crack up? Like
Actually,
Right.
they even in the midst of all this were like, "Oh, that's funny."
You rascal.
get off the plane.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will need everyone to
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't breathe.
deplane the aircraft.
Now you hear, that was the
That was the
intercom and them going, everybody's got to go off the plane.
Now they're about
She
to turn
said,
on her.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't breathe. What?
Oh yeah. Let's go back.
I mean,
to
this is a
Let's
show.
go back to that part.
I can't breathe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will need everyone to
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't breathe.
deplane the aircraft.
Oh, man, this is like
Everybody
an
should-
exorcism.
Everybody should get to punch her.
Well, everybody was doing exactly what they needed to do, which was like trying to have a good sense of humor about this woman losing her crap.
Until they said get off the. Everybody's
Yeah.
got a deplane.
That sucks, but
What a bummer.
Here she is talking to one of the people who is filming. So as they're carrying off the plane, here she is talking to another passenger.
Hey, record.
We think you hit him. Yeah, that's assault. Yeah, just assaulted an officer.
Shut up, Richard Gere. Shut up, Richard Gere.
cool. Richard Gere's there. Right on.
Shut up, Richard Gere. Help me, because I can't
Ladies,
breathe.
Can't breathe. God. Well, if he couldn't breathe, he couldn't talk. So clearly she's breathing.
Let's from now on, when I am stuffed up with allergies, I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I can't breathe.
So good.
Yeah, I don't know if she was drunk. I mean, having a mental breakdown of some kind.
Clearly
psychotic
demons.
Episode.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They need to get a priest in there.
Demons. Oh,
She is on Spirit Airlines.
It is spirit.
Oh,
Speaking of demons.
man, I didn't even think that through.
Hey, speaking of demons, did you know? Well, Monday's the eclipse. Okay,
I did know that.
We all knew that.
Wait, what?
But did you know at the same time as the eclipse is happening, there's going to be a comet that's going to be passing near Earth called the Devil Comet?
Oh, boy. Yeah, people are thinking it's the end of the end of days, you guys.
Yeah.
People are really losing it.
Headline, the 2024 eclipse and the rapture.
I'm ready. Can I just say?
Okay.
Like, I'm ready. If this is it, I've had a great time.
This is an article I read with the eclipse approaching. There's been an uptick in internet posts about the historic event. There are some people claiming that the eclipse will trigger the rapture. Tight.
What if it is?
Tight indeed. Well,
What's that going to be like?
I mean, I'm hoping I get taken to a nice place. I'm a good person.
I think I'm going to go buy a bunch of blow-up dolls from Patricia's, and I'm going to put helium in them, and I'm going to go to Bluffview Park, and
I
I'm
like
going to
this.
let them go. And so all of a sudden, people are going to start seeing bodies floating up, and I just feel like that'd be
Oh
the
my
best prank
God,
of
that'd
all
be
time.
hilarious. As the
idea.
eclipse is happening.
As the eclipse is happening, I think I'm going to let some.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Can I have your credit card? I need to buy some blow-up dolls.
Oh, by the way, my eclipse glasses were found.
Really?
How
Yeah,
many-
they
how
were in
many
my
yards?
neighbor Tony's backyard.
1 yard over, 2 yards
1
over?
yard over, but in the backyard.
There you have it.
Dang.
His wife Debbie dropped him off yesterday.
Shout out
These
to
are yours.
Debbie.
Here. You throw these away.
And by the way, it looked like the Amazon pack. It was in like one of those soft Amazon envelopes. The white ones looked like it had been through hell.
Here's your
They're so
trash
safe.
next Tuesday.
So several online videos. Well, first of all, remember back in 2017. Back in 2017, the eclipse. Mm-hmm. So the eclipse traveled across America, intersected 7 cities named Salem,
Yes.
supposedly echoing God's proclamation of peace 7 times. That was back in 2017. Fast forward, April 8th, 2024. Another eclipse to cross America. This time affecting 7 cities named Nevea.
Heaven spelled backwards.
Nineveh, right? That's how you say that?
Nineveh?
No.
Nineveh.
Nineveh?
Yeah.
Then
Is
that's
that
not
Nineveh?
Nevea.
Yeah, that's a
Nevea.
biblical-
Well, look at me.
Look at you. I
I'm
thought
going to be raptured into a bad place now. I don't even know.
biblical city.
20 years ago,
I don't
everybody
even
was
know.
spelling their
Nineveh.
daughter's names Nevea because it was heaven spelled backwards. So
Yeah.
it's not heaven spelled backwards.
So Nineveh?
Yeah, there's a lot of 25-year-old.
Yes. It's a great
Niveas
name.
right now.
It's a cute name.
And allegedly these two paths will converge over a place named Rapture.
That's what I love.
So
Okay.
where the 2017 eclipse happened and the 2024 eclipse.
I don't know if
Actually-
you saw the NASA logo shows exactly where the eclipse is, and it's been their logo for a long time, and it's hitting in the same place.
However, by the way,
Comma.
fact checking this, only 2 towns named Nineveh will experience a total eclipse, and
Gosh,
there's no.
darn it.
Actually,
Wait, they lied to me
They
on
lied.
TikTok?
So the convergence of where the 2 eclipses happened, like the X marks the spot point. You know where it is?
Independence, Missouri.
It's Carbondale.
Yeah.
For real, though?
The
Spell that
blessed
backwards,
land.
though.
Oh, According to
A lot of Brock.
eclipse2024.org, the X, or the 2017 and 2024 eclipses cross, is Carbondale, Illinois.
It's actually the punk rock club PK's is where it actually
Whoa.
crosses.
Yeah.
Where all the gutter punk bands of the late 90s used to play.
Whoa.
You guys,
It's
we
a
need
big
to be
deal.
down there.
We need to be down there, I think that's where you release the blow-up dolls,
Okay.
in Carbondale.
Is there a band called Oh, there it is. The Rapture.
I've been maced in front of PK several
See?
times.
Have you?
That's
I have,
practically baptism.
American rock band from NYC, formed in 98. Oh, they broke up in 2009. They need to get back together. This is their time.
This is the moment.
This is the time.
Rapture.
So so people were saying, 7 cities with the name Nineveh will be in the eclipse, and that's actually 2. The X is not at a place called Rapture. It's in Carbondale. Now, within any religion, there are factions with different beliefs. Yes, it is crucial to note that the term rapture is absent from the New Testament.
What is it now, Scott? Is there an updated term for rapture in the New Testament? What is it?
Well, I mean, it is Revelation. What is that? Hold on a second.
I mean, have you seen the show Left Behind?
No. Kirk Cameron? Right?
No, I thought Left Behind was,
That's Kirk, baby.
Yeah.
Kirk Cameron.
There's multiple sequels.
which is the one with Jennifer Aniston's ex-husband?
Justin
Justin
Theroux? That's
Theroux.
the leftovers.
The Leftovers, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But isn't that the same thing? Rapture?
Well, it gets a little.
It's a little
Wilder.
fuzzy there. I'm not sure the word rapture is ever used actually in the Bible.
That's Blondie. She used it.
It's a little more sci-fi.
But it's just to describe the return.
Yeah, the
Christ.
gathering up.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Because he's going to.
We've all had enough. It's time to go.
So the Archdiocese of St. Louis has declined to comment on the eclipse.
Why? When do you want to sue?
Well, and they
people?
reiterated that the rapture isn't a tenet of Catholic teaching.
Oh.
And Judaism doesn't endorse the concept of rapture either, so.
Yeah, plus, I mean, what do we need to hear from the church about the eclipse?
Well, they could just give you some love and just
Yeah,
say,
like,
hey,
don't worry.
all is good, or God is good, the sun is good. I don't know.
I feel like if they weighed in on all this kind of stuff.
Well, they're not weighing in.
Right. I feel like it's better to just kind of like, this has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with them.
I know.
What does Neil deGrasse Tyson say? That's what I want to hear.
He says it's freaking
He
sweet.
says it's
This is what's
science.
happening.
This is awesome.
He
This is
says
how-
it's awesome.
Everything's cool. Right on.
But the fact that look up the devil comet. The devil comet.
Does it gotta go horns? What does
Yeah,
that
because
mean?
it looks like it, at the trail of the comet looks like
Oh, it has
devil horns.
Yeah, multiple pieces to its
But-
tail.
But it's going to cross as the eclipse is happening.
Wow, once in a lifetime.
Yeah, they said it's like a Halley's Comet type of thing.
The horned comet.
Probably a great author born on this.
I don't know, man. I'm going to err on the side of caution.
What are you doing? You going
Maybe
But-
visible.
out
to
in
the-
your yard?
I'm going to be
Yeah,
under
maybe
my
not.
covers. I'm going to be in bed under my covers, like
with your glasses on?
with my with my eclipse glasses.
Wait, is this the Queen of the Dragons or Mother of Dragons one that they were talking about? I read something about a Mother of
Daenerys?
Yeah,
Dragons.
there's a couple different names for this.
Oh,
thing.
okay, but it's the same one because it's like a fiery green one. I mean, look at the picture of this thing. I mean, it's beautiful. Look how cool that looks.
Beautiful, yeah. I love it.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, fiery green
Gorgeous.
comet.
Gorgeous. Yeah, every 71 years. Won't come back until 2095.
And the size of Mount Everest. Wow.
But usually, whenever you get all the people doing their weird predictions and stuff, it's pretty much a guarantee that nothing exciting is going to happen because Mark 13:32 says no one will know the day or hour
There we go.
when he returns.
Right.
So it's not like I don't know.
And
So why
last
is
time,
everybody calling it the rapture? Why is everybody afraid?
Well, because when
There's a lot going on.
Stirs up a lot of
It
talk.
stirs up a lot of like the conspiracy theories and.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Yeah, read Revelation.
It's also a lot of. It's also
you'll be blessed for doing it, but yeah.
It's also a time for charlatans to make money off people.
yeah, as I say, there's a lot of people making money.
And I accidentally already gave my money away.
You did?
I got excited.
So people start preying on people's fears and, send me money if you want to be saved.
Tell you what, though.
Or they'll wind up moving the goalpost when something doesn't happen.
So we did an event in the parking lot down in South County on the last one, and there were plenty of people, even up until minutes before, that were like, yeah, I don't really care. I'm just hanging out with you guys, whatever. Afterwards, people were like, that was freaking awesome.
One of those people, Scott Rizzuto.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting occurrence. I mean, I really kind of whoa, freezing your tracks. Like, this is pretty sweet. And I'm sure there's plenty of people out there like, get over it. It wasn't cool. But dude, in that parking lot, everybody was like mesmerized. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Where'd you see it?
The eclipse?
Yeah.
I was at Union Station, like outside the radio station. Everybody
Awesome.
came out. It was great.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Looking forward to
But
it.
I will say, being downtown St. Louis for the eclipse, I don't want to do that again this year. I want to be, I'm seriously going to a park and I'm just a bluff. I'm going to just watch it from there. Because I want to see how vast the sky looks when it turns dark.
I'm going to be in the middle of Babbler looking up.
Well, it's not going to be, we're not going to get the full.
No, I
eclipse.
know.
I mean, it's going to be like 98%.
It'll still
It's still
be
going to be awesome.
really cool. Yeah.
We're taking off that day, right?
No.
What time's it
It
happening?
happens at like
Noon.
noon. Yeah.
We're taking off that day?
That's
We're
awesome,
taking off to
Rizz.
our respective places. We'll watch the eclipse.
I
That's
got
when
a
we'll take off.
2.5 hour drive to make.
To Carbondale?
Close. Yeah.
He's going to Rapture, Illinois.
Rafe, where are you going?
Where are you
You're
going?
gonna be.
I want to go out there. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going.
Oh, get out of here.
That's weird.
I'm going to put an Apple tag on you.
Why?
Yeah.
That's fine.
What is some secret location?
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I'm not exactly sure where it is, but
Are you really going somewhere?
I'm hoping to. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. I got a buddy lives over in Shawnee, and I want to go over there.
You know, it's so awkward.
We're not taking off. You can leave after the show.
You start sharing your location with family
You'll have
members.
plenty of time.
And then whenever you're like, I don't want to share my location anymore, there's no good conversation for that.
Oh, I just do it.
You know what I'm saying?
My family knows where I am. Well, I want
Same.
them to know where I am.
I know, but like, if I told my mom, hey, I'm turning my locations off from you, it's a butthurt situation.
Oh, no, we
There's
got
no
that.
good conversation
we
about
just
it.
signed up for that Life 360.
Right. Sometimes I don't want to.
So all four of us are on it.
Wait, what situation? Maybe this puts you in a bad spot.
No,
what
no, I'll
situation,
answer.
What situation would
And
you
I
not
would-
want your
it's-
mother know where you're at?
Sometimes I just feel like I'm going to just take off on 44 and go west, and I'm not coming back.
Okay, so let's
And I
say-
have that every now
Let's say we're both on Life 360.
I know
or
somebody
my
that
family,
pulled that move.
And you go and you say, I'm shutting off.
Right.
Why?
Exactly. Then you
That's
got to
what
have
I-
why are you doing that? And then you automatically feel guilty. Well, it's like, you know what? Maybe one day I'm just going to head
You
west.
of all people, by the way,
Yeah, no kidding.
you of all people.
What about me?
I don't know. I would think that you'd want people to know where you're at.
The other
Just
day,
safety-wise.
The other day, you wouldn't park in your normal spot because a car passed by that was
A man got out of a truck at 4 a.m. I'm not getting. I go.
Quote-unquote
I'm
shady to
getting
you.
out of this. Yeah, I parked in the back.
That's
she
why
parked-
you're
I
a
like to
different
mix
spot.
it up.
I see.
So you're going to shut your location off.
Right. Sometimes I want to go. I want to be on my own a little bit. You know.
Yeah, I do too, but I don't care if you know where I'm doing that.
I just feel like sometimes we're all too watched. Right. We have no privacy anymore. Everybody knows.
Quick, check your blood pressure on your
I know.
Apple
I
Watch.
totally agree with you there.
She's like, I agree.
No,
with
yeah,
this. a
but,
little too. on
But I
top
don't want to
of
hide
things.
nothing from my family. I don't care about any of that. They can. I want them to know where I'm at, just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case that I mean, they need something, or they can see like, oh, Dad's close. I can call him. Because I got kids spread all over the place.
I also want to lead by example.
Great.
Why is Dad shutting off his location?
Right? Yeah.
Because Dad's at the Glitter Shack on the east side.
Here's what I don't
And
like.
you don't need to know that.
I'm not getting into this right now.
Oh, so what?
Come on, I want to hear.
Well, that's the worst move in
Please
history.
help.
Ah, here's the thing that's interesting, but I'm not going to talk about it. Is he doing your PR?
Yeah, the King
welcome.
Scott promotion.
King Scott PR
every
move.
time.
Doing it.
Big things
works
happening.
every
Can't
time.
tell you what they are.
I knew a dude disappeared. He turned all his stuff off, and some people in the circle, they were panicked. They were freaking out. They're like, "We need to put out a thing, and we need to put on the news that he's missing."
Right.
And I was like, and I knew the situation a little bit more just because I was like, I don't know, man.
Was he having like family issues? Was he having like
He's-
a mental thing?
No, my guess was, You know what? With who he's surrounded by, I think maybe he just needs a breather. So y'all just slow down with this. And I don't want to be a part of calling the news on this. And what do you know? He turned up 2 days later, and he was a few states over or close. And yeah, it turns out he just needed a break before he had a break.
Hey, listen.
Sometimes you go on a fun adventure.
I understand.
I'm just saying, if you're going to start sharing your location with everybody in your family, the conversation to get out of that location sharing is going to be an awkward one.
Sure.
That you're not going to do what it's going to create a problem you're not aware exists.
If we were married and I told you I'm shutting my location off,
I'd go, why?
What would you ask me?
I'd be like, why are you doing that? What's going on?
I don't know. I just don't want you to know. There's no way to get out of that.
There's no way to get out of it. So
I just don't want you to know where I am.
Do it. Just have that hypothetical in your head. That's all I'm saying.
I just don't want you to know where I am. Now, I trust my family to not be tracking me 24 hours a day.
Right.
You know, they get an alert when Dad's at work.
Right.
You know, Dad got to work. Dad's leaving work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad's home.
My wife tracks me everywhere, and I let her because she knows whenever I do disappear, I'm always at the biggest ball of yarn. Like, I go stare at it, just mesmerized. But otherwise, I have nothing to, no secrets.
Yeah, Scott's going to be at a special landmark that no one goes to.
Yeah. The world's biggest rocking chair is another good one to go to if you need to get away.
Or the car is planted in the ground in the middle of the desert.
Listen, we just want you to be safe.
Thanks.
That's it.
I'm going to start sharing with all you guys so you know where I'm at all times.
There is a...
You're going to do that with us?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll let you know what I think about your locations.
Cool.
Oh, you want to join the Rizz family 360 circle?
Yes. Give me a tag.
I love it. Yeah, I'm not going to ask any questions either when you're like, hey, I need a
It's fun to disappear sometimes, man, and take that away from yourself, early cell phones didn't have that. They just died, and then you were
gone.
You were gone.
Right.
I ended up on a lesbian float trip one time down the Hooshe with a group called the Pink Flamingos. It was awesome. My phone died. I was drunk. I ended up on a 3-day float trip. Everybody was looking for me because my car was parked in a parking lot.
Yeah, we
somewhere.
found his car.
Yeah, they found my car. I mean, it was kind of upsetting to people who cared about me, but it was it was fun to reappear.
We found his car. His car was man. We found a couple Indigo Girl CDs.
Yeah,
Something happened.
You pulled an Easter? You resurrected on the third day?
I did. After 3 day, I can't roll the stone away, and I was an honorary Pink Flamingo. Dude, they did it right. It was like this big lesbian retreat on the Hooshe. And somehow we camped out next to them, and they had like an RV with like a big banner that said, "Save the drama for your mama and leave the skirts at home. Pink Flamingos Lesbian Float Trip 2008 or whatever it was." And
Time of your life,
dude,
huh?
They had a buffet. It was tight.
Man.
They were playing games.
I'd disappear too.
It was awesome. I had a great time.
Guys, hey, listen, I'm okay. You're not gonna believe me, but I wound up on a lesbian float trip down the Hooshe.
Yeah.
With the Pink Flamingos.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're a Pink Flamingo out there listening, you're a hell of a host.
Thank you.
I had a great time. I had one skeptical lesbian,
16
too.
years
It was
later.
awesome because she's like, "What's your deal, man?" And I go, "What do you mean?" And she said something. She's like, "We both like the same thing." Can't say it on the air.
Yeah.
She's like, "Eat and pee."
Yeah.
And I go, whoa. Not cool. I don't call it that. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. And I go,
Keep it clean. Yeah, all right, here we go.
I don't know the rules on this
We
word.
know where this is going. We know this is going.
Let's just say I used a filthier word.
Yes.
And after that, I was in. I was in like Flynn.
And I don't remember.
They were eating sweet tart bikinis off each other. It was the greatest weekend of my life, it might have been, honestly.
Sounds like my family.
Here's your
times.
flannel shirt. You are an honorary Pink Flamingo.
That's right, dude. They gave me a tool belt, flannel shirt, and a
Indigo Girl CD.
Melissa Etheridge CD, and life was good.
Yeah.
Simpler
At least for
times.
those 3 days. Simpler
I love
times
float
indeed.
trips, man.
Hey, you want to hear about
was a fun
this new kidnapping scam that's now made its way into St. Louis?
Yeah, I saw this. They were talking about this on the news. It's a big deal.
Yeah, this FBI is now warning people here in St. Louis about this AI kidnapping scam, and how there is a simple way to, their words, foil the criminals. This is from Fox News website. Got a new warning about kidnapping in St. Louis. The scam suspects are again using voice-generated AI to steal thousands of dollars from victims. It happened again. A simple solution is to have a safe word as a family. That's what the FBI says. That simple family safe word can cut through the most sophisticated AI scams. So this case here in St. Louis, a professor in the medical field got a phone call at work saying her daughter, who's 16 years old, had been kidnapped. During the call, the mom could hear the daughter's voice screaming for help. The suspect said he kidnapped the girl after they'd been involved in a car crash. He ordered the mom to drive to Pete's Sure Save Market in U City and wire him $3,000 for her daughter's release, demanding the mother stay on the phone until she got to the store and wired the money. He said he would hurt the daughter if he didn't get the $3,000. So he gave specific instructions to go to this particular place in U City to wire the money. It was a 2-hour ordeal. During that time, the daughter was actually safe at home. The entire time, the daughter was home. She had no idea. There was no crash. She never screamed for help. And they said, imagine that the family had a safe word. And here's what they say, quote, mom, grandma, or grandpa, anybody in that situation can simply say to the person on the other end of the phone who's either pretending to be the victim or pretending to hold the victim, okay, I'm ready to move forward. Please don't hurt my family member, but I need to know what the safe word is. My daughter, my son, my grandmother, they all know the safe word. What is our family word? And they're not going to be able to generate that through artificial intelligence.
We got one.
Yep.
Butt plug. What'd you say?
You know,
Oh, now I guess we need to have another word.
Gotta
we
mix
did
it up.
say this
God.
whenever this was first
AI's
brought
getting
up
good.
last year or 2 years ago. We, on the show, said this.
To do a safe
password.
word, yeah.
Yeah.
Do a family safe word. And now here in St. Louis, this is happening.
Man.
Statistics say, as far as AI-generated crimes now, losses totaling more than $27.5 billion. Yeah, it's wild.
So these
That's
are
a
like
lot
deep
of money.
fakes using voices. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a word. Tim and I have one. I need to get one with like my mom and my sister though. We haven't talked about that.
Now you can have a million different words. Just have one family safe word
Ours is
or phrase.
Ours
What's the
is
phrase that pays?
we have no money.
We have no money.
Nice knowing you, Dad.
That's our password.
It's been a pleasure.
Speaking of money, Walmart isn't exactly a world-renowned farmer's market, but if it is your go-to place for fresh fruits and vegetables, well, they owe you money. Walmart recently agreed to settle a class action lawsuit alleging they charge customers more than they should for weighted goods.
Like weighted meats, like chicken or something.
Packed poultry, pork, and seafood, and bagged citrus items.
It's pretty much the only thing I've never bought from Walmart. Like the only thing. I think I've probably been in every other section and bought something. So my family has bought something there except for meat.
Yeah. Well, they're shelling out $45 million to people who made fresh purchases from October of 2018 to this past January, which covers 5 years.
Dang.
So to get your piece of it, you could file a claim online. Unfortunately, everybody's share is going to be small.
I was going to say, that doesn't seem like a lot of money.
So if you bought 50 or fewer qualifying items, you could get $10. If you bought 51 to 75, $15. 76 to 100 gets you $20.
You got a receipt, all that?
And 101 or more entitles you to $25.
So just think of the amount of time that it
Well-
would get to collect all those receipts and everything, and now you're maybe making $15 an hour.
No. So that's for no receipt.
Oh, no receipts. Oh, okay, never mind.
If you could get more if you actually kept your receipts. In that case, they'll give you 2% back on the cost of the weighted goods. But you'd have to be a big shopper. Like, even if you have receipts for $5,000 in fresh fruit and vegetables over the past 5 years, that would be still only about $100. The most you could get is $500.
Oh, well, that might be worth it.
Hey, listen, maybe to get you a cup of coffee.
I thought you were saying $15. Like if I made 75 separate purchases over there. Not sure that's worth it.
So the deadline to submit a claim is June 5th. If you ever wanted to know what it feels like to vacation like James Bond, this could be your ticket, guys.
Okay.
Princess Cruises, has a new $1 billion ship called the Sun Princess.
Damn.
And they're wondering what you think of their onboard casino. So they're offering one person and a guest an all expenses paid 1 week cruise to test the casino and report back on the experience. So you get free food and drinks. You also get $500 to spend at the casino, along with an additional $500 for a cruise allowance.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange, they want you to rate the casino on a scale of 0 to 10 based on game variety and betting limits and atmosphere and staff and food and drinks and support services, including customer service.
Pretty good looking boat, not huge. But I mean,
It's $1 billion. It's a $1 billion boat.
Yeah, it must be nice.
What makes it James Bond themed?
Nice paint.
Yeah.
Just because it's so lavish.
Maybe it's lavish and you got to wear a tuxedo. And you're there to gamble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a mission to gamble.
This is a little bit bigger than the one that Rafe was just on.
Yeah, it looks bigger. Even the picture of the inside was wild.
I mean, that thing, it looks spectacular. A $1 billion boat. You can apply from now through the end of the month. To go, you need to be able to take a cruise in October or November. Look at that thing, man. That thing looks sweet.
The biggest boat I've ever been on was that Harmony of the Seas. Look that thing up. Holy hugeness. It's got a mall inside. It is stupidly big.
It's like an aircraft carrier.
It is so big, man. It was wild. We probably didn't see 80% of it. And we were on it for a week.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Hey, here's a thing I read. I'm just getting some of my like leftovers from the week, like things we didn't get to. This was an email I saw posted online. Somebody is in need of help. He says, my girlfriend just moved in with me, but the transition is going a little rougher than we anticipated. We get along fine, except when it comes to the apartment. She is now demanding that I buy a new mattress because she can't sleep on the bed knowing what happened with my ex.
That's something I've never thought about.
And he's like, you got to be kidding me. Mattresses are expensive. He says, I already got rid of a couple things in my place she hated, so I feel like if I don't put my foot down now, she's going to really clean house.
Well, don't tell her where else you've had sex. The couch, the recliner, the table.
Do women really expect a new mattress when they begin living with a new guy?
No. I'm going to speak for all women right now, and I don't normally do that. No. That's insane.
So this is insane.
Should we flip it?
You flip it. You should do that anyway.
Yeah, flip it.
Yeah, you have to flip it.
Every time
This
you get a
is
new
your
person.
Flip it. Yeah, that's fine. It's a good compromise because mattresses are expensive.
They're
You want a
super
good,
expensive.
And mattresses are one of those things where, yeah, spend a couple extra bucks.
Every 10 years, you're supposed to get a new mattress.
Spend a couple extra bucks to get a good mattress. I think it's important.
It is important.
100%.
Yeah, you spend a lot
100%
of time
worth it.
on that.
You spend a lot of time. That's the workbench, guys.
Every
Yes,
10
it is.
years.
That's the workbench.
You get every 10 years, then by then, then that's her new mattress that you got with her. But don't be doing this every time you get a new girlfriend. That's ridiculous.
Well, anytime you move in with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think it's ridiculous?
Now, if there's all sorts of stains on it, it's time to get a new mattress. But if it's like
Well,
look pristine, keep it. And she's just got to deal with, unfortunately, other people exist and have possibly bedded here.
What?
You ever met somebody that made somebody sell a house because they wouldn't move in? Or because it wouldn't do anything? Because that was
A whole new house?
a whole new house.
Let me say this, though. That would be weird.
She forced this guy to change his entire life.
Let me say this, though. That can be strange because if you still have like the decorative residue of the previous wife or husband or whatever, I think if you're moving in with somebody and they lived there with their ex, you do need to do a refresh of like the motif.
What are we
probably.
lighting? Sage?
Yeah, we're doing sage. We're maybe painting something, or maybe getting
Painting
rid of
over the
some
pictures.
like
Sure,
personal things that maybe are a little too.
Well, we got to take the pictures.
reminding.
We got to
of
paint the
ex
sex
down.
dungeon, honey.
Yeah.
It's making me feel weird.
If maybe the
It's making me
ex-husband's
upset.
man cave doesn't go with your vibe, I can understand changing the man cave. But being like, I will not marry you and move into that house,
What
Because
if?
just because it's
Because of a
the
past
house.
Let me
relationship.
say this.
I'm hanging my live, laugh, love sign up.
What
I'm
if-
taking her live, laugh, love sign down.
Like if I
It's a different
so
font.
Tim, he has all of his chief stuff in our garage. It's like he gets to just like explode his chiefdom like all over the garage. If we got
I'm
divorced,
chiefing all over the place.
if we got
chiefed
divorced and
everywhere.
I
Here, I'm
started
chiefing there.
dating a Giants fan who was like, and he comes into the Chiefs dungeon, like it's gonna be like a different vibe. So yeah, I think if you
Why
have,
would Tim leave all of his Chief stuff if he?
Right.
That'd be the first thing he packed
like if
up.
it's
I'll speak on
painted
his
or,
behalf.
or if there's something that's permanent. I don't know.
When you and Tim,
So imagine like
So
you
you're
guys,
killing him in this scenario.
yeah, imagine you guys. Okay, just hypothetically, y'all get divorced. You meet a fella who's a Giants fan.
Yeah.
Tim's
Red flag.
Tim's stuff is all gone. It's all gone. It's now at
took
Tim's
it.
new place, and he's chiefing in his garage now. But this guy refuses to live with you there because a Chiefs fan once lived there.
Right, that's ridiculous.
Right.
that's ridiculous.
But what if it's painted or there's something permanent that he couldn't take?
Like
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like I think about my mom's basement. My
Well,
mom has
the
a sports
mural
bar
of Tim.
basement. I do have a painting of Tim.
What,
at my
painted
house.
in concrete?
He painted on the side of the garage.
Yeah. I don't know. Or if there was something in the yard that was like a previous spouse, like put it there. Or I could see where that might a more permanent thing.
Who
where
got
wanna,
you that hummingbird feeder?
I'm talking about.
You're out there with a little mini Cardinals baseball bat because it's so tiny, just smashing it to pieces.
Oh man, I understand what you're saying. Like if it's something extreme.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I loved her, man. She was cool. She was a girl of my dreams, but she wouldn't take down that hummingbird feeder in the yard that was her ex's. You got to draw the line somewhere,
you gotta.
brother.
That's true.
clearly,
Man's got to respect himself.
That's where I
clearly
put my
she's-
foot down.
Yeah, clearly she's still attached. She's hung up on this guy.
Clearly.
When you and Tim moved in together, whose place did you move into?
We moved into a mutual place.
A new place,
Yeah.
okay.
So we got a bungalow in Maplewood. It was so cute. And,
So you found a new place together.
yeah, we did. Yeah. Thankfully,
But you didn't live with exes, right?
I did live with exes.
You did, but you had moved home.
I'd moved home, so I.
No one was moving from an ex to a. You guys were pretty
Yeah,
much
it
single,
was.
right?
Yeah.
What about you and Tina? Was it Tina's place you moved into?
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, she lived there first. I had like a big place and we could have inherited that, but it was like we had to make the choice of like, honestly, the dogs. I loved my old apartment. I had a dope apartment in the Gate District. It was like sitcom level, like the whole second and third level, all this natural light, but you had to walk down the stairs and let the dogs out. And man, I know that sounds like a first world problem, but about the third or fourth time in the middle of the night, I had to like go. I'm just like, let's go somewhere where I can just open the door.
Where's the Gate District?
It's like by Lafayette Square. It's Lafayette Square adjacent.
Ah,
On the other side of Jefferson.
is it like Benton Park, that area?
Kinda, yeah. It was cool. There was like a salon below it, and this architect guy owned it, and it was like a big, huge, like 1,200 square foot open floor plan, farmhouse sink. Oh, I love that place. Like 20-foot ceilings. It was beautiful, man. And we got it on the cheap, but we eventually moved into her place.
And you didn't think at all, like, did she live there with another dude? Or was she just single?
No, she had been with a guy and moved out, and this was like the place she moved into.
Okay.
She'd been there for a year or so by herself, I think, when we started dating.
Right. I don't know. Scott and Allison's place is, that's
It's
bought that
fresh.
recently. Fresh.
Yeah.
If we didn't, if we didn't have a size issue with combining the kids, we would have definitely moved into her place or my place, just depending on which
Right.
one.
That's
Which one was better.
ridiculous.
100%. Oh my gosh, I wish. I mean, that's the thing I probably wish the most that was different is that we could have fit into one of the houses.
Right.
It would have saved us a ton of trouble.
Even the mattress is ridiculous.
The mattress is ridiculous.
I think there's a Toby Keith song about this, by the way. Isn't there, Scott? You would know. And they're like, that's my dog and that's my yard.
Yeah. But it ain't my truck.
No, he's like,
I tell you what, my wife.
it's literally a song where he's driving past his old house and he's like, who's that man running my life?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, brother.
My wife,
Bummer.
when she got divorced, she got a different house. But, dude, if I had the opportunity to move into the house that she had with her ex-husband, I'd have done it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
The house was friggin' spectacular.
Oh, the ex-husband got the house?
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Is he in the house still?
No, he sold it.
Oh, he sold it.
But I would have moved in a heartbeat.
I think that's hard. Like I'm the type of personality that I would want to get a mutual place because the apartments that I had before living with Tim, I think he would have had a hard time because my ex, I mean, he pretty much just like threw up art everywhere. And it was cool. Like we had the same style, but like I think he would have had a hard time living in that space. And I would have a hard time living
I wouldn't have even thought
space.
about the mattress.
No, the
Living in
mattress
what
is
space?
ridiculous. Like I wouldn't have wanted to. Tim lived with a bunch of dudes, and like if we would have taken over that house, like if all the guys would have left, and I had to move into that house, I think I would have had a rough
It's 50
time.
Scarface posters.
No, there's just holes in the walls. There's just the drywall was just punched out. Like
What's this? That's the trash pile. Why isn't it in a can?
Oh
I
my
don't know.
gosh.
Oh, we got one of those.
they had there was a basketball hoop in every room. I mean, it was insane. They would play basketball in every room of that house. The people would be throwing balls everywhere.
And when I had a roommate, I had a hammock strung up in
Yeah.
the living room.
Incredible. I didn't want to live in a guy's house like that, but go visiting as like the girlfriend was so much fun.
Oh, my place was such a hovel. I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah.
And my wife wouldn't even go up there. She's like, I can't come here. This is
Yeah. I had to
This is
age into
horrendous.
self-respect.
Yeah, me too.
They had a massive Fight Club poster in the living room.
Of course they did.
You didn't have to tell us that.
Everybody
I can
was
actually.
Tyler Durden.
There's a photo.
We already know the poster. We could see it in our minds.
Yeah.
He's holding the bar of soap out in
Yeah.
front of him. It says Fight Club on it.
Yeah.
Every guy had that poster.
Was there a
was
Scarface
incredible.
one? Because that
There wasn't a Scarface. There was definitely a Pulp Fiction
Yeah.
of both of Julius and John
Vincent
Travolta
Vega.
holding the gun. Vincent Vega holding the guns.
And the college one, right?
Yeah, probably.
The John Belushi college
Oh yeah.
You have to have that one.
from Animal House.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
My apartment was so gross. You need to live in squalor to appreciate the finer things in life, I believe.
It's true. I definitely had to age into like just any kind of self-respect. I think that's just maybe that's a guy's rite of passage because when I started, I had female roommates, and it was like, this is great. I went from living with dudes to living with girls, and I was like, they taught me so much about respecting myself and the space I live in. It was like,
Well, and there are some still
I grew
holdouts.
3 times in that year and a half I lived with girls for the first time.
There are still some holdouts going, I don't need a female touch around here. You kind of do. It's not a bad thing.
I lived with my buddy Corey, and because we were both living back at home because of failed relationships, and we were like, "Do you want to move in together just to like get away from our parents?" And living with him, and I love him dearly, but his dog used to go and pee on my bed all the freaking time, and he did not. We both just had different
You still
levels.
got the pee mattress?
No, that was a futon. I got rid of that.
Now that's when you need to switch a mattress.
That yeah, for sure. But
Sleep on a futon for an extended period of time?
Have I?
yeah, here's
Oh,
the
yeah.
guys. Here's the Fight Club poster with the yellow walls.
Oh, that's huge.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
huge.
That's enormous.
This was New Year's Eve, like 2010.
There it is.
There it is. I'll
The
show
big
you
bar
the
soap.
chat.
I knew it before I saw it.
Look at your hair.
Look at those earrings. Those earrings are bigger than my freaking head.
Let me see. I was looking at the poster. I didn't.
Yeah, why you got dinner plates?
Nice.
I thought it was
They look
cool,
like dinner
man.
plates.
That was the New Year's Eve back in the when we used to host. Remember downtown? Whenever New Year's Eve, all the radio stations, we'd each take a different floor of like the Hyatt.
Yeah.
That I got to host. That was
one
the
of those
first year I
years.
got to host, and I was so excited.
Well, those are now it makes sense. Those are earrings for New Year's.
Yeah, that's an over the top New Year's outfit.
Yeah, we approve. We approve.
Thank you.
Yeah, Rizz, you gave me a futon, and that was my
I did.
bed for a couple months.
The blue
till-
one, right?
That's right.
Yeah, till out of nowhere, your neighbor Jason across the street had
Gave
a
him-
brand new mattress.
Yeah, we almost furnished
King
his
size.
place.
Is that part of joining the show? You give us furniture at some
Yeah.
point? Cool.
Yes.
I think I gave everybody
I got a
furniture.
dresser.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
I
gave
can't wait to
everybody
get
furniture.
something.
Still using.
What
that
do you need?
dresser.
You need a hutch?
You got like a cool side table?
There was all this furniture knowledge yesterday.
Right.
Still using
That's
that
what I'm
dresser.
talking about yesterday. I'm not here to talk about the past.
Repainted it. It's still in use.
Yeah.
Appreciated.
Good.
He also gave me a table, and
That's gone?
no, it's still there. It's right. It was a black glass or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing sucks, but we still have.
That's
it.
why I got rid of it.
I know it's terrible. But yeah,
The glass always slides off the
it's
top.
the
Sucks.
dumbest. The whole thing is so stupid. But my daughter's using it.
All right, good. Good. All right, we got to take a break. But first, all right, it's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. St. Louis is home for Blues hockey from Wenzel, Missouri. Elizabeth Malik is out. Elizabeth was introduced to the Rizz Show when she moved to the area 6 years ago, has been hooked ever since, listens to the show every day, checks out the podcast on the regular for whatever she may have missed, and loves the rapport between the show. Loves how well Lern and Rafe compliment Rizz, Moon, and King Scott. Is grateful to the Rizz Show for always providing her with laughter for the early morning commutes. And she also appreciates how much we promote local businesses and give back to the St. Louis community. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Malik from Wentzville is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow@1057thepoint.com. Send us your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. Our buddy Polo Asensio stopping by around 8:30. Be nice to talk to him. Friday Fail Stories coming up. Rafe's In Memoriam coming up. We'll play Just the Two of Us, give away some fabulous prizes, including Smashing Pumpkins tickets and tickets to go see Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper. But before we get to all that stuff, got some work to do, guys. Time to crown the official Craigslist Freak of the Week. So Lern read 3 new ads. You guys named them. We put them up for a vote. You voted. And one of these ads moving on to the Freak of the Year playoff. So here's how it all shook out. In third place with 7.3% of your vote, it was nominee number 2, Little Bo Peep.
Little Bo Peep has set a record before of hiding. This is a gal, by the way.
Yeah.
Set a record before of hiding Peeps. Actually, Easter candy, Peeps in
her
wherever
in orifices.
Yeah, and she wants a partner, and y'all are gonna go for the record.
Looking for a Peeps pal. Her old Peeps pal, if you remember, ghosted her.
Yeah.
Off the grid, gone. Don't know where he is.
She almost didn't have a good Easter, but hey, she's extending it.
She's moved on to Skittles.
No. Halloween candy corn is another. She looks forward to that.
No, the X.
Oh, the X.
The X.
Oh,
She
yes.
moved on to Sour Patch.
Sour Patch Kids. Little Bo Peep, thank you for your entrance into this fine competition, but
You're out.
In second place, your runner-up. By the way, it was an ass whooping. 78% was the winning total. With 14.7% of your vote, the runner-up, Booty and the Joe Fish.
This is a British feller that wants you to toss him into a windowless boot. He's really into confined spaces, and he wants to do all sorts of nasty things in a very confined space. And there's a little bit of a...
Now, by boot, it's in England, they call it
trunk,
a trunk.
I guess.
Right. No windows.
Yeah, no, windowless,
So
windowless
hatchbacks are
boot.
out.
And he's going to bring toys and all sorts of fun. Believe me, this is going to work.
Oh, it
So is this
sure
where
is.
booty comes from?
Maybe, Scott. It's a good. It's a good.
Because I know trunk came from that.
That's a good observation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your official Craigslist Freak of the Week with 78% of your vote. Moving on to the Freak of the Year playoffs. It was nominee number 1, Andrew Slice Gay.
Have a knife day. Man for man, 38 years old, Ottawa. Looking for someone who wants to live on the edge. Pop quiz. What is better than the intensity of sex while we both hold knives to each other's throats and genitals? Answer, not a damn thing. I'm a blade enthusiast, and cold steel makes me horned up. The more, the better. Pocket knives, daggers, boot knives, swords, whatever. Bring it to my house and let's cut it up. I will bang your brains out while we wield the steel and press the blades on our bare skin. I want you to feel the fear and elation of the razor's edge, scratching your scrotum as you throb and thrust, knowing that with a flick of my wrist, your innies become your outies. Absolute ecstasy. You can be on top and lay out all of your implements of war onto my chest and press each blade against my throat and feel the blood pump against the metal as I reach maximum orgasm. As I climax, you can inflict small cuts on my chest and send my loins into another universe. Let's unsheath our passion together.
All right. Congratulations, Andrew Slice Gay.
Wow.
Moving on to the Freak of the Year playoffs. Okay.
That's
Okay.
heavy, boy.
That is
That's a
heavy.
wild one.
A lot of trust. Got to have a lot of trust if you're in a knife play. Yeah, we've had gunplay before. We've had knife play now. Always learning something.
Man,
Always with the show, learning something.
this year of the show that I've been on, I know so many more terms.
Yeah, Rafe's anniversary on the show was Wednesday.
Yeah. What a party.
What a party, huh?
That was.
Real rager.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to work.
No problem.
Thanks for coming to work for a year. When's your year?
17th.
17th. That's coming up.
I hope you get the same fanfare.
Yeah,
that
don't do
just
anything.
rolled
I'm
out.
sick of myself.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, on Rafe's 1-year anniversary on the show, his card to get in the building didn't work.
It's true.
That
That's
was
the
our
little thing that
nice
they do.
little,
our
That was
little
a gift.
token.
Yeah.
Our little token of appreciation.
That's right. I believe that was a contract negotiation tactic from upstairs, and it worked.
No, there you go. Enjoy, buddy.
Congratulations.
All right, today is April the 5th. Back in the day, 410 years ago in 1614, American Indian princess Pocahontas married colonist John Rolfe in Virginia. Listen, I did for you what the station did for me for 10 years, so there you go.
Yeah.
What a celebration, huh?
Yeah, they went above and beyond.
What a celebration.
Above and beyond.
Well, it starts at the top.
50 years ago today in 1974, Stephen King first published his book, Carrie, which, when was the last time anybody watched that movie?
Oh, it's been a while.
Carrie. Sissy Spacek.
Iconic, though.
Is
Very
it worth
nice.
A
revisiting?
very young John Travolta. Yeah, dude. I watched it maybe last year.
Okay.
I love it. After the pig's blood, whenever she goes nuts and everything's red.
Yeah.
And to me, like the female rage, that just signifies it so well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Makes me
Maybe
feel
I didn't see it
seen.
from that perspective.
Yeah. I'd like to point out it was females that dumped the blood on her.
Yes.
Well, John Travolta helped get the blood.
He did help get it.
John Travolta was implicit
I think he
in
killed
the
the pig.
scheme.
He was.
In this game. 37 years ago, 1987, the Fox Broadcasting Company made its primetime TV debut with 2 shows. Can you name the 2 shows?
No.
Ask
Fox-
that again. I think I can do this.
So in 1987 today, so 37 years ago, the Fox Broadcasting Company made its primetime TV debut with 2 shows.
The Fall Guy. No, I'm
Fall
gonna say this.
Guy.
I'm gonna say The Simpsons.
No.
Nope.
Married with Children?
Married with Children?
That's one.
And-
I want to say In Living Color.
No.
But I think it is probably not that.
It is not
One of their
that.
attack shows.
Herman's Head.
No.
Is it something that survived?
Tracy Ullman Show.
Yes.
Ah, Simpsons.
Which spawned The Simpsons.
Yeah. When did
Partial
they start
credit.
rolling out all? Remember their old shows where they always had crazy videos of animals attacking humans and all that? That was
When Fox first started?
yes. And Weird Al made a joke about how terrible the programming was for a while.
It was edgy.
Well, Married with Children and the Tracy Ullman Show. Those are the first 2 primetime shows on Fox. 31 years ago, 1993, in the NCAA basketball final, Chris Webber called for a timeout when Michigan had none remaining.
Yeah.
Chris Webber would like to forget this day. A technical foul was assessed, and Donald Williams hit the free throws to ice the victory for North Carolina. Very famous. What was it, the Fab Five? Michigan,
Yeah.
The Michigan Fab
Yeah.
Five?
I have no idea.
Very famous team.
Was Christian Leitner on that team?
No, he was on Duke.
I know.
No, I mean it was a very famous. A bunch of great players came out of that program.
That Fab Five was Juwan Howard,
Yeah.
Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, all went to the NBA. Who were the other 2
I forget
guys?
the other 2 and the other 2.
The other 2. Those guys were. I mean,
Dominic Wilkins and
Okay, we're not just going to throw out names now
okay.
because we're going to confuse people.
The
hold
Fall
on, let
Guy.
me look. Because I.
Wait, they just reunited.
There was a whole I think it was a 30 for 30
Oh, okay.
about it.
Let's see here.
But famously, Chris Webber called a timeout when they didn't have any, and it basically blew the game. You blew it.
This is Michigan.
Michigan, 1993, the Fab
Chris
Five.
Webber, Jalen Rose, Juwan Howard, Jimmy King, and Ray Jackson.
It's funny because when you look at, they almost say it on Wikipedia the way we just said it. It says the class consisted of Detroit natives Chris Webber and Jalen Rose, Chicago native Juwan Howard, and 2 recruits from Texas.
Yeah,
Plano's Jimmy King and Austin's Ray Jackson.
those guys.
But I think both those guys played in the NBA as well. Maybe
Yeah, that
not
was
as.
Not as successful as
I
those
want
other
to say
3.
Ray Jackson had a pretty good career, unless it's a different guy.
Well, so that was 1993. 1994, 30 years ago today, Kurt Cobain commits suicide. His body was discovered 3 days later, face unrecognizable. Had to be identified by fingerprints. Here is the CNN breaking news.
Singer of the rock band Nirvana was found dead in his Seattle, Washington home today. Police said Kurt Cobain apparently shot himself, leaving a suicide note behind. Cobain's mother said her son had been missing for 6 days. She feared he would be found dead. Police said the body was discovered by an electrician who went to the home to do some work.
Yeah, so that was 30 years ago. 22 years ago, 2002, Alice in Chains singer Lane Staley dies of an accidental overdose.
Yeah.
His body wasn't found until 2 weeks later.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the only reason they went to go check on him was because he wasn't withdrawing money. Like his business manager was like, he was in terrible shape as it was, but his business manager was like, no money is coming out of his account.
Dang.
So we need to take a look here.
This is why if you're not hunting, you shouldn't wear camo. Because it's tough to find people like this man.
Well,
I should send you home.
I was going to say too soon,
I don't.
but maybe just too not good.
It was not good, and I don't know what happened there.
Wait.
and
It's baseball season.
Sure?
Talk about a momentum killer right there.
well, there it is.
I thought you were going to swing and a miss because it's baseball season.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the rain delay.
Oh, there it is.
16 years ago today in 2008, Charlton Heston dies at his house at the age of 84. And 7 years ago in 2017, never forget, that's why Scott's got 4, 5, 17 tattooed on him.
Oh.
Barry Manilow comes out as gay at the age of 73.
Big day
yeah.
for me.
Congrats.
It was a
Momentous
shock
day.
heard around the world.
Yes, shockingly.
Yeah.
And that's what happened back in the day. Oh, Barry Manilow's gay? Huh.
No clue.
No, yeah. Wouldn't have guessed. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
All right, let's start with this. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross of Nine Inch Nails. They're on the new cover of the UK edition of GQ magazine. There's all sorts of things happening in their camp. A new album is in the works. New film scores with a movie called Queer and another sci-fi epic called The Gorge. There's a production company that they've started with director John Crawford and producer Jonathan Pavesi. And they say it's going to be geared towards homegrown IP around Nine Inch Nails stories they can tell. They will not be doing a biopic. They're working on a TV show with the Bear creator Christopher Storer and horror director Mike Flanagan. Nine Inch Nails are also prepping a music festival, which Trent Reznor says we're going to debut as performing as composers along with a roster of other interesting people.
Okay.
And that's not it.
And that's not all, huh?
They're also extending a reality gaming experience partnership with Epic Games. So if you're a Nine Inch Nails or Atticus Ross fan, you are on cloud nine. There's so much to be had in the future. Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley have cashed in on their music rights. They have sold the Kiss name, image, likeness, master recordings, and publishing rights for a reported...
So how much is all the Kiss stuff worth?
So they bought the whole entity? They
The
bought
whole
It's
shebang.
all-
It's
yeah.
all, yeah. They sold it all.
Aside from their bodies, you get Kiss. Yeah.
Yeah, think of
Including all the Kiss caskets.
Yep.
all the youngsters
How
are the big
much
fans
is
of
it
now.
going for?
I'm
Give
going
me
to
your guess.
say...
I saw the numbers.
I'm trying to compare it to just some of the publishing rights and all that.
Well, okay, so Bruce Springsteen, $500 million. Bob Dylan, $300 million. So how much do you think Kiss is going for?
And so you get their merchandise and all that as well.
Yeah,
everything.
Everything.
All the Kiss.
Their likeness.
I say 4.
4?
I'll go 700 million.
Okay, Rafe, what do you guess?
I'm going to say a cool bill.
Whoa.
300 million.
Rainer Mill.
That's it?
Yep, 300 million. The buyer is Pop House Entertainment Group AB. It's a Swedish entertainment company, and
Yeah. Look
somebody
what we
from
bought.
ABBA is part of it.
Yeah.
And the Kiss Avatar show is still aiming to go live in 2027, so they will also get those profits.
And by the way,
as
I
well.
don't know if that's how Swedish people sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll knows a thing or two about persistence and tenacity, and he mentors people on American Idol. He did so on Monday's show. And he told People magazine, I feel like I bring a lot of experience to the form of failure to the table. He says, I think that's something they're going to have to be familiar with because that's what it takes to get good. You got to do wrong 1,000 times. Here's Jelly Roll sharing his story about persistence after winning CMA's New Artist of the Year.
It's been one of the greatest stories ever told. An almost 40-year-old man won New Artist of the Year after releasing 300 songs in his career.
Yeah.
So he'll be on Idol on April 8th, and then he will be at the CMT Awards this Sunday performing, but he's also nominated for Performance, Male Video, and Video of the Year.
I see Jelly Roll got some new teeth.
Oh, did he?
And they're white.
Dang. Did he used to have a grill? I can't remember what his mouth
he
looked
had
like.
a couple
silver,
like silver
gold.
caps.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he got himself some new chompers.
Some veneers?
And they are white.
Good for
He
him.
made a video about it, and he got them all.
All of them.
And was awake.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw his wife.
Anesthesia's like dangerous.
Oh yeah, we played some
yeah.
of his anesthesia video last.
Oh no, I think did they give him nitrous? They give him
Yeah, I think he
gas?
got nitrous, but I don't think they put him out. That's a lot of work to get done.
Yeah,
to
all
even
his
be
teeth.
on nitrous. That's a
But
lot.
they're so white.
White? Good for him. Love white teeth.
Awesome.
Gorgeous.
Speaking of the CMT Awards, Sammy Hagar will take part as a tribute to the late Toby Keith this Sunday, so you might want to DVR
Yeah,
that.
they were buds, right?
They were buds, yeah. Two previously unreleased solo tracks from NXS singer Michael Hutchence is going to be released on May 15th. I absolutely love NXS. I think we're all somewhat NXS.
I do like their record Kick.
Oh, yeah.
is great. I mean, Devil Inside.
Yes.
That's the jam right there.
I couldn't name you a song, but when you play it, I would know it.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
how
it.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Well, like Noon Sensation,
Sensation.
Never Tear Us Apart.
Never
those
tear
songs.
us apart.
This is some previously, they've been holding on to this Michael Hutchence vocal for 20 years, and they're finally debuting it. So there's going to be two songs that are coming out with this producer named Danny Saber, who did some sessions with NXS back in the day. One Way and Save My Life. Here's a little bit of One Way.
One Way. All right, here we go. Hit and play.
I didn't know
Coming
they were
up.
Australian.
Coming at
Hold
you,
on.
WNBC.
Let's take a big cargo freedom and drive it around. Take all our friends, Rich and Paul,
This is Michael Hutchence.
town. If you got the lust for wonder, just let yourself in.
Cool.
Keep it safe from
good.
reality. So let us begin. There's only one way to do it.
I'll tell you what, the whole, he died with the autoerotic asphyxiation thing. He died while joeing. Mm-hmm. From what I read, that's not really true.
Really?
What
It was-
a bummer.
It was put
If
out
that's
there.
not true, and that's what lives longer than
It
you
was
do.
put out there.
What
Did
a-
he die doing what he
What
loved?
a bunch of horse crap, dude. Can you imagine? Every time I hear that story, every time I hear that, I always think, what if that's not true?
Yeah,
I
from
always think way worse ways to go.
Okay, man. But you know what you thought of the very first time when you were a young feller and you heard that all the names, I'm not even going to say the names just in case it's not true, but you hear multiple names and you hear that that's the reason,
Right.
and your brain goes, what? That's not what you want. Following you around.
Yeah. I mean, it gives you an insight of, they were kind of dark with their pleasure, That's what I thought.
I just think, is that true?
Yeah.
Every time.
Dark pleasures.
Dark pleasure.
Sounds like a USA Up All Night show.
Yeah, so he did hang himself, but the whole while he was joeing thing, I think his former partner suggested later that it was a result of that,
So they didn't. So what? So,
but she supplied no evidence for it.
that's slimy.
And the coroner's investigation revealed he was on a mix of drugs and was quite depressed for several specific reasons. So suicide seems likely. But she died. Remember, she went to be with Bob Geldof, and they have a daughter, Peaches.
That's right. I forgot about that.
They have a daughter, Peaches, and she wound up dying. Not Peaches, the Paula Yates wound up dying from an overdose. But it was a lot of drugs involved.
Why don't we
It's
just take it back
unfortunate.
and say that that's not how he died? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to
I don't know
promote
this
some
guy.
new music from Michael Hutchence over
Yeah.
here. I'm just trying to let people know, I'm excited about
Well,
hearing
who's the
his
other
voice
famous
again.
host? David Carradine.
You brought that up. David Carradine. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kung Fu guy, right?
Yeah.
Are we all sure
Kill
about
Bill.
this? I mean, like, you know what I mean?
none of us were there.
But imagine, nobody knows anything about the guy except for that. That's the first thing you think of now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It doesn't.
but
Every
have you-
time I talk about Michael
Time out.
Hutchins, I try to dispel that rumor, by the way.
Well, yeah,
so
but
we
maybe-
know a half a dozen people. We know of a half a dozen people, famous people, that have died that way. Have you ever met a living person that does this?
I only
Ironic.
know the I only know the two cases.
Let me say this. Actually, yes. So Tim has a friend who
Whoa.
died of this.
Oh.
So I do know somebody. I didn't know him, but my husband knew
Of
him.
autoerotic.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's the first time I've ever heard of it in
Asphyxiation.
Yes.
actual,
and it
like,
is
real life.
jarring to know that is a thing. You know,
We've had
So-
stories where people die for they do like latex play, where they accidentally kill themselves
Like
because they
they're
suffocate
suffocating.
themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, but I feel like that's like much more.
Because this kind of seems
like
like the
that
Richard
happens-
Gere thing.
Yeah,
where-
exactly.
gerbil?
If that happens, there's like clear and obvious evidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like this thing is something that people can put on rumor to destroy somebody in a weird way.
But he
And I
was
think-
like the
and I have a
OG
feeling
guy
that's
with
happening.
that.
I don't know if it's destroying because to me, I almost think it's giving them a peace of mind that they didn't commit suicide, that they actually were trying to seek pleasure and accidentally died. I think that's a more softening of a blow, like than somebody actually wanting to die
Yeah.
by suicide. I don't know.
That's a nice way to look at it. I just
Yeah,
don't think the
okay.
world
Yeah.
looks at it like that. But I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying there.
Okay.
Also, had you not brought it up,
We just
I think a lot of people didn't know that.
I'm trying to dispel it. No,
I get it, but in your efforts to dispel, you have also informed.
That's the Streisand effect. That's the Streisand effect. Which everybody's heard of the Streisand effect.
no,
right?
I have not. Please
Okay.
inform.
Oh, this is a great
Everybody's
story.
heard
Go.
Okay, so she has a house in Malibu, and there was a publication that was going to post photos of her house in Malibu that she didn't want posted.
Mm-hmm.
By her talking about her house in Malibu, people know about
Got it.
the house in Malibu.
Like she did the work for him.
She did the work for them. That's the Streisand effect.
I see. And they call it the Streisand effect?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, what about this? Pearl Jam, Bon Jovi, and REM are among 200 artists who have signed a letter asking AI developers to change their approach to using music with their technology. The letter with the Artists' Rights Alliance says, make no mistake, we believe that when used responsibly, AI has an enormous potential to advance human creativity. However, when used irresponsibly, AI poses enormous threats to our ability to protect our privacy, our identities, our music, and our livelihoods.
Peaches Geldof died in 2014. Didn't know that.
Yeah. I think I knew that. It's just gone. There's been so much. It's been so much over time. Reese Witherspoon is developing a Legally Blonde TV series for Amazon. There's no words if she will actually be Elle Woods again, but somebody will, obviously. Former Double Dare host Mark Summers says the producers of the docuseries Quiet on the Set ambushed him.
I read this.
He had no idea that when he sat for this interview that they were going to be about the toxicity at that network, which he never saw. And so they essentially baited him and said, hey, we want to interview you.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be like a puff piece about his time on
Right.
Nickelodeon.
And then he got completely sideblinded with like all of this awful stuff that had happened
Well,
that
and-
he did not know about.
Yeah, he said then they were starting to show videos of Drake Bell and this guy
To him, they were showing
to
videos
Mark
to him?
Summers, and he's like, "What?" And he got up and walked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's not in the doc.
He is.
Oh no.
I guess they did interview him about some of the good times at Nickelodeon,
Okay.
and that is in episode 1. And he's in it maybe for 2 minutes,
Interesting.
but he got up and walked.
Yeah.
Dang.
And he didn't know about any of it, which is, I mean, I guess good, but also what a bombshell he's getting now. 30 years later, like he had no idea any of this stuff was going on.
But listen,
Wild.
I also see the side of the documentary
Sure.
directors and producers.
Well, yeah, they wanted to get anybody they could.
And you also don't want to tip your hand because
Yeah.
you want honest answers.
Because he's the big
Yeah.
dog.
When he's been interviewed a million times before about the good times, he just probably assumed it's one more thing. Roseanne was at Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump doing a fundraiser for a political candidate, and she opened up about some thoughts she had on people attending college. Here is comedian
Here's
Roseanne.
Roseanne.
So I'm just going to say to you, please drop out of college because it's going to ruin your lives. Do me a favor, drop out. They don't teach you nothing good. Email me or Twitter me or whatever you call me, and I'll help you with your life. But you got to get out of college because it isn't nothing but devil-worshipping, baby blood-drinking Democrat donors.
Does she still have a macadamia?
Now that's my favorite. Love ya.
Does she still own a macadamia nut farm in Hawaii?
God, I hope so.
Really?
She had a reality show called Rosanna's Nuts.
Oh, that's right.
Or was it Roseanne's Nuts?
Roseanne's nuts?
Huh.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't understand. Bill Maher's really down on it, and I'm sure there's some reason that I don't know about, so please feel free to tweet me. But people are like really trying to get people not to go to college. And I find that interesting because like we need people that are fully educated to be doing things. And I'm just not understanding all these different rich celebrities who are coming forward and being like, don't go to college. Yeah, you open your mind when you go to college.
Well, I think it's maybe everybody doesn't need to go to college kind of thing. It's also the debt.
Well, yeah.
And what they're being taught and they're,
Yeah.
I have a master's degree in basket weaving, I hope. And
Sure.
I'm $200,000 in debt.
No one's telling you not to go to med school. I think there's some nuance there of like colleges have become a racket. Everybody our generation specifically fell for you got to go to college. You never make money if you don't go to college. Right. And then I see all my friends that are sheet metal workers making 3 times more than all my college grad friends without the debt. And I'm like, oh.
Didn't need to go to college.
And it's hard to find a trade. The trades are hard. Try to get some work done on your house.
Yeah, but I went to college. I didn't drink blood of babies.
No,
don't worship
I'm not saying
the devil.
that.
I just find that to be really interesting that we've like demonized getting an education. I just find that really interesting.
Well, it's also
there's a lot of systemic issues with it, and it's all being politicized.
It's being politicized.
These are politicized.
Well, go to college if you want to go.
Roseanne.
Like
it's indoctrination, and you could do this weekend. Just look up things.
Sure.
I don't want to get into it now.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
New in record stores, theaters, and streaming in theaters. Monkey Man, which is Dev Patel. The First Omen.
Hey, what's that? Can you look up what the Rotten Tomatoes on Monkey Man is? That looks great. I think it's the John Wick people.
It's Jordan Peele, isn't it?
Oh, Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Whoa, this looks cool.
Let's see the Rotten Tomatoes.
It looks it looks like John Wick except Indian John Wick.
87% tomato meter.
There you go.
There's no audience score, but it looks like they're saying that it might be 92. Why is it saying 92 and then 87? So
it's getting great review. I may go see it tonight.
The Metacritic
Alamo.
is a
No.
71 out of 100, IMDb 7.4 out of 10, and Rotten Tomatoes right now
Was
is
it rated?
92%. Oh, it's R. Action thriller,
Bloody.
R.
Because me and the boy are together this weekend. The 2 girls are gone to Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville.
Oh,
Hey, can you imagine though, Dev Patel? I mean, look at that.
Oh, I saw did you see the trailer for it?
Yeah.
It looks great.
I'm just saying, look at the trajectory. This is the $1 Million Slumdog Millionaire
Slumdog
kid,
Millionaire
right?
kid.
And he comes in as that kid, and then he does a couple like skinny kid, those kind of roles, and then now he's a badass kicking people's ass and directing. Wow,
dude.
Yeah.
that's a big
He's
a big
incredible.
move.
He's such a good performer.
We have a huge list of album new releases like Five Finger Death Punch, Sam Hunt, Vampire Weekend, Old 97's, tons of new releases in record stores and streaming today. And finally, this is kind of a surprise. The most iconic video game character of all time, EW.com put a list together. And I'm not going to go through this whole list because there's some on here that I don't think we are going to know.
The most iconic's got to be Mario.
No, he's number 2.
What? Okay, before you say, don't you dare say it. Who could be more iconic than Mario?
I don't know. I'm thinking of Link and Master Chief and
Link is number
Zelda.
7.
Who?
Master Chief is number 8.
I mean, Donkey Kong?
I mean, Pac-Man.
Oh,
Pac-Man's
that's a
number
good call.
6.
Princess Bowser. Let's go through the Mario characters.
No Mario
no
characters.
Mario. Who's more popular?
Lara Croft.
Steve
Number
from Minecraft.
1 is Lara Croft.
Oh,
Really?
Out of my
Yes.
face. Dumb.
In fact, the top 3, Agent 47 from Hitman, Super Mario at number 2, Lara Croft at number 3.
Agent 47 was above Master Chief and some others.
So who's number 1?
This
Agent
list,
47?
this list isn't even trash. This is
That's
bait.
garbage.
Sonic the
This is-
Hedgehog is number 4.
Weaponry.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I
that's
could have
it.
seen him being one.
Who could you make an argument for who's, I would say Pac-Man, if anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he's been
Yeah.
around the longest.
Sonic, Master Chief, all these
I
people
mean,
are ahead
Steve
of the
from
Hitman thing.
Minecraft is up there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Come
that's your
on.
crap on celebrities.
I mean, you couldn't make an. It's hard because like the Mortal Kombat games have so many characters, but there's like, there's certain ones in those games that I think were huge. But Mario's a franchise, baby. That is a
Right. Mm-hmm. How many things that spawned?
It's
Yeah.
the Mickey Mouse of that world.
He is the Mickey Mouse of Nintendo.
Yeah, he is. As Moon is wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. Look
That's
at you.
why I saw that now.
That's right. Isn't that cool?
Look at you. It's a sweatshirt.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today.
Look at you with this nice sweatshirt,
I
buddy.
know, thank you. Lily James, 2 first names. That's Lady Rose from Downton Abbey's, also in Cinderella and Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, is 35. Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter in Captain America and Agent Carter is 42. Sterling K. Brown, St. Louis's own,
That's
I
right.
believe, is 48 years old. Pharrell is 51. Krista Allen, that's Jenna from Baywatch, she's 53. Paula Cole, best known for?
Where have all the cowboys gone? Also, Dawson's Creek, the theme song.
I don't want to wait.
Yeah. I'm not even going to attempt that.
Where have
I'm
all
gonna
the
hurt
cowboys
myself.
gone? That's her?
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that was somebody
I thought it
else.
was Katie Lang or
No, it's
something.
Paul Cole.
Okay.
She had hairy armpits.
Well, she's 56, and her hairy armpits are as well.
I swear to God, on my demo tape to get this job, I said, Paula Cole, where have all the cowboys gone? They ran away because of your armpits.
Dude.
Got me
That's what you said?
this job. That was
did?
on my
Thank you,
demo
Paula
tape.
Cole, I guess.
That was
guys-
on my demo tape to get this job.
Have you guys seen Ricky Stenicki yet?
Yeah.
Well, it's good. It actually is really good. I watched it last night, and that's his.
Yeah, that's his ringtone.
John Cena's ringtone. Ricky Stenicki's ringtone is "Where Have All the Cowboys Gone."
Yeah, if you're looking for a silly movie to watch this weekend,
It was good,
Ricky
man.
Stenicki is pretty good.
What is
My
that?
wife liked it.
Amazon?
Okay.
It's got a good
It was on
cast.
Amazon. It's got a good cast.
Ace Frehley worshiper Mike McCready is 58 today.
From Pearl Jam, yes.
Christopher Reed. Anybody know who that is?
That's Flat Top from Kid and Play.
Kid. Kid with the giant flat top from Kid and Play is 60 years old today. Dallas Page, who is now DDP Yoga, a semi-retired wrestler. He's doing that workout system. He's 68.
I tell you what, and he's made a ton of money off that. I actually saw him on Shark Tank.
Did you really?
Yeah. But I think the Sharks rejected him.
Did I
But
see
he's
him
made
on
it-
this Jake the Snake thing? Is that what I saw him on?
Yes.
Because he was helping him.
This guy's turned his life around. It was a disaster.
yep.
Yoga saved him.
He's 68. Agnetha Faltskog.
From ABBA.
That's right, duh. That's the blonde from ABBA. She's 74. And Roger Corman, legendary low-budget director whose more respectable films include the 1960 version of Little Shop of Horrors, House of Usher, and Frankenstein Unbound. Roger Corman is 98
Wow,
years old.
congratulations, buddy.
That's right.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jenny Hendricks. And today's birthday girl's been in 298 fine films, including 100% prime grade A Meat 2, The 25 Sexiest Asses Ever, Three-Way or the Freeway, Big Booty Cuties 1, Big Wet Butts 2 and 4, in a movie called Bum Rushed, Detention Horse 3, Grand Theft Anal 11, Lex the Impaler 4, Racked and Stacked 1, Weapons of Mass Destruction 6, and Who Could Forget a Role in 2008's Lern's favorite,
Yes.
Destination Tonsils.
What a trip.
I thought wet food was your favorite.
Well, that used to be Moon. That was last year.
God.
Destination Tonsils is such a great film. There's so much to the plot. You're not going to believe it.
Jenny Hendricks is 38 years old.
That's a good one.
That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
I'm just trying to keep up. Your favorites change a lot.
Yeah.
I know. He's got a lot of favorites.
It's okay to have more than one favorite.
Yeah, you're right. I guess there's a bag
That's
of
it.
them.
That's the top shelf for me.
Right there, Destination Tonsils. All right, we'll take a quick break. We're going to come back with Rafe Williams and this week's E-Memorial. 7:52. It is Friday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. We've got a left lane blocked due to a crash 270 northbound at Gravel. Severe delays are starting to pile up there. We also have some trouble 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. Average speed 30 miles an hour. Your point forecast, more sun, little less wind, high of 58. Right now it's 37 at the Point Studio.
Ever found yourself in the middle of your daily deuce and thought, I wish this was funnier? Today's your lucky day. Welcome to the Number 2 Show. I'm your host, Rafe Williams, stand-up comedian, plus-size male model, and co-host of the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. What is the number 2 show? Well, it's me on the toilet talking to you on the toilet, just like it sounds. In each episode, we'll plunge into riveting topics that'll have you rolling in the stall with laughter, so much so that it might freak out whoever's sitting next to you. But I say, hey, lean in, make a friend. Sometimes it's just me. Other times I'll have interviews with special guests. Not now, obviously, dumbass. This is a promo. I'll also have musical performances. Ever heard of tiny desk concerts? How about tiny stall concerts? I'd like to see those nerds over at NPR try that. Is this a genius idea? I don't want to toot my own horn, but you're goddamn right it is. Enjoy the number 2 show.
Time at South County Urological. Friday, it's vasectomy day. Oh, yeah. All the vasectomy, snip, snip, Fridays. So this way, fellas, you rest over the weekend. Don't worry about yard work. Don't worry about, picking up the kids or anything. You relax. You ice yourself down, and this way you're back to work on Monday. South County Urological, 314-843-8000. That's where I got my vasectomy done. Hundreds of Rizzuto listeners have gotten their vasectomies done at South County Urological. Now they offer nitrous oxide, by the way, the laughing gas, if you want to have something to take the edge off while the procedure's being done. I'm telling you, I just did it with a local. No big deal. My wife was in the room. I had a radio station engineer in the room with me. Dear Gino, we're always bonded that way. He was in the room when I got my vasectomy done. I did mine live on the air. My insurance covered the procedure, too. At South County Urological, they also do kidney stone treatments and the very important prostate health. 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear, that made you, that started to kind of lay the foundation for you being a very passionate music fan?
I would probably have to say Nirvana. I grew up on all kinds of music, and then I found out who Nirvana was in the 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade, and I don't know, man. They kind of grabbed me. Kurt's voice and the way that they put all the music together was. It was unlike anything I had ever heard, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I got to do this."
And so, was it that record? Was it Nevermind and In Utero, whatever, Nirvana in general? So that was the one that was like, "All right, I want to do this."
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up playing music, but it was always country.
All right.
And stuff like,
So then, on top of that, Co, when did you? Yeah. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I apologize. But so when did you feel like, what? I can do music for my life. Like, this is something that I can do. I want to do this. I want to make a living doing this.
Yeah, I think it was more in college. I played and I wrote through high school, played gigs through high school and stuff. But once I got into college, I was like, screw school, I played football for a little bit in school. And I was like, I'm not going to make it to the NFL. I'm not going to become a doctor. So why not go get some free beer and make a little money doing it, So
I saw that post I think you made yesterday about your grandma on the Dallas Cowboys. And and I found that to be so funny. So are you a Cowboy fan to this day because of grandma?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like I think, not even 24 hours after I was born, I was in a Cowboy onesie. So yeah, I'm a day one.
That's so awesome, because I remember it was so funny reading that post of yours, because I remember my grandmother also chain smoking what must have been the cheapest cigarettes known to mankind, and then chirping at me about why I even played sports, that I should just be working on my school, and why weren't my grades better. But I could still remember her at her back porch just chain smoking and then yelling at me at the same time.
Lighting one with the other,
Which I always thought, like, when I saw my grandparents do that, and I've never wanted to be a smoker, but I was like, man, that's kind of badass.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be, but I thought they were so cool for doing it. So Co, one of your buddies has become a huge fan favorite on our radio station, and that is Jelly Roll. And one of the things that Jelly and I had the opportunity to chat a couple of times, and one of the things that I really like about him and what he's doing, and I think the same goes for you, is that I feel like we get all, and music people, radio people, label people, we get way too into the weeds about genres, about it being this or it being this. And I don't know anybody that just listens to music in those kinds of narrow sort of terms. So honestly, I just love that you guys are bringing a new style, which is all of the styles kind of back to the forefront. I feel like it's just good for all of us as music fans. Am I nuts?
No, you're completely right. You know what Jelly's doing, and you know, and other artists as well, is, you know, it's, as an artist, I feel like you don't want to be labeled as a genre. You know, you kind of want to, you know, just kind of play music, and whatever comes out, you know. And so Jelly's, man, he's killing it, absolutely crushing it. One of my dear friends, you know, but to mix, you know, the country with the rock, with the kind of hip hop, and man, whenever you're able to do that and be versatile like that, man, I think fans really appreciate it, you know, instead of, you know, listening through a record that sounds the exact same all the way through. You have these ups and downs of different styles of music. The fans definitely, you know, can get behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, you're going to be here at the Chaffetz Arena on April the 1st. Also, too, I know that if we ever have you play a show for us and Jelly Roll is around, we need to lock up every golf cart that we can in the in the immediate area. That was one of the best videos. One of the things I wanted to ask you, when you get to a point where you're able to headline a tour and to do arenas, and you're able to choose, I would assume, have some kind of choice in your openers. And in St. Louis, you've got the Cadillac 3 and Dylan Wheeler opening for you. Can you kind of talk about those artists? Because I don't know much about them, and I'm always one to get there for the openers.
Yeah. So Dylan, he's a Texas cat, man. He's leaning more towards the alternative rock, you know, sound. And man, the kid can sing his ass off, man. He's one of my good buddies from Texas. And then Cadillac 3, man, they've been around forever. I don't know if you're familiar with Whiskey Myers at all. They toured around with Whiskey Myers a little bit, kind of
Yes.
the same sound as well. Man, they're a bunch of.
Is hiring. Are you a plumber or HVAC field professional and looking for a change? Then Hoffman Brothers, they're there for you. Top guaranteed pay in the industry, 3 weeks paid vacation in your first year, plus 9 additional paid holidays, free health insurance for you and your family, and a 401k match up to 8% plus. Did you know that Hoffman Brothers is the premier home services partner for both St. Louis City SC and the St. Louis Cardinals? So you'll have access to tickets to games throughout the season. Now, you got to apply online, HoffmanBros.com, HOFFMANN Bros.com. And with the warm St. Louis summer heat headed our way, have you scheduled your air conditioner tune-up yet? When was the last time you actually changed your air filter? A friendly reminder from my friends at Hoffman Brothers that now is the time to get the tune-up on the books. Don't wait until your AC stops working. The maintenance on your air conditioner once a year is as important as oil changes in your car. Call today, schedule online, HoffmanBros.com, HOFFMANN Bros.com. Hoffman Brothers is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show?
Who does number 2 work for?
Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither. But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show.
To the program, it's Friday. Our buddy Polo's going to be here soon. We've got your Friday fail stories. Those are coming up. We'll play just 2 of us, give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets to go see Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper. Big summer show with Ministry and Filter, September 1st. Over at the Amphitheater, also Smashing Pumpkins tickets. Big summer show, August 21st at the Amphitheater. But right now, it is time to say goodbye. And it's time for this week's In Memoriam.
Tis time to say
Rafe
goodbye.
Williams.
We had a lot this week. A lot of real RIPs and a lot of folks we got to say goodbye to. The In Memoriam, for those of you that don't know, is a little, much like the Oscars In Memoriam, where we say goodbye to people we lost, either through opinion, trolls, emails, whatever form of communication that you waste your time sending us. We want to say goodbye. And sometimes apologies are owed. We'll admit that. Well, let's get started because it's a long one. First up, the last 10 years of the Rizzuto Show. We say goodbye this week to the last 10 years of the Rizz Show and usher in what we hope to be the next 10 years of the show. We salute what was built in the last decade and hope to honor those here who came before us for defining and keeping the spirit of what made the show great and combining it with fresh, new ideas, opinions, and an evolution that will be exciting to both loyal OG fans and new fans alike, albeit in a different version of the show. We vow not to abandon the thing you all seem to love most, us inflicting physical and psychological damage on one another on a nearly daily basis. We promise to goof and laugh and genuinely enjoy each other's company and friendship while also using that intimate knowledge of one another to exploit each other's weaknesses to make both dreams and nightmares come true for your listening pleasure. So, stay tuned. A lot of good stuff around the corner, but we want to send a proper goodbye. It's a great achievement. So salute the boss and those who were here before us for our 10 years in radio. Bye-bye. Next up, tradesmen who do first in a newly installed commode.
Oh.
We received a lot of emails this week from the tradespeople. Surprising amount of tradespeople who were upset that we would ever imply that they were not allowed to be the first to christen the USS Brownfish and drop a deuce in a toilet that they installed. We were told it was common practice to break the seal and be the first to decorate the Oval Office in a bathroom remodel. So, to all the tradespeople growing monkey tails and busting grumpies, our bad.
Growing monkey tails. Have you heard that before?
No, that's
and
so
it makes
gross.
sense.
That's
So gross.
So accurate.
And so accurate.
That will stay with me forever.
And I hate you for it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but a couple people say that the rule was that if you install, you christen.
I hate that rule.
I like the rule,
Yeah.
and I trust the trades. You heard it here first, folks. We've trusted trades.
I hate that rule.
Quit college.
Well, don't you construct then, if you hate it so much, you know?
If I find out and that the person who installed the toilet
Oh, yeah.
Ripped it.
dookied in it first.
Every toilet in your home, this has happened with.
Well,
I did install a toilet myself.
I do
by the
not
way.
subscribe.
And did you crap in it?
Yes, I did.
There you go.
First. And yelled out first.
First!
you're like the commenter.
Yeah.
You yelled first when you dropped it. Well, our bad to the tradespeople. Sorry to lose you. Give us a courtesy flush on the way out. While we're on the subject, another group we lost this week were Asswipe Waters looking for that edge.
Oh, no.
Like one of the freaks in this room. We got more than a few emails from psychos who wad their toilet paper into a ball before haphazardly jamming it into their butt cracks, creating what can only be described as a poorly designed, makeshift chocolate sea star ass loofah. For normal people who fold their toilet paper, this was a shocking revelation that you Philistine cave people still exist in the world. And we assume that you also go out in the yard and find a sharp stick to poke at your feces when you finish, like a wilding with an underdeveloped brain, while the rest of us just flush like civilized folk. You proud few Neanderthal paper wadlodites trademark seem to think that the same ballistic ordnance we used to launch at 7th grade substitute teachers while they had their backs turned in the class is the best method of cleaning your backsides. Well, why don't you just walk out in the forest, spread your ass cheeks wide, and rub your little drawstring purse opening up and down on the bark of a mighty oak, you goddamn savages?
Maybe we will.
Maybe you should. Bye-bye. Well, we're talking about trees. This week's Evil More, maybe the most important thing in here. The tree that fell in Rizz's neighborhood during the storm.
Wow.
My God. We happily say goodbye to a DEFCON 1 level terrorist threat in West County. A small to medium-sized tree that fell in the street in an affluent neighborhood. My God. This nation is lucky that it was swiftly eliminated thanks to the brilliant leadership of HOA Block Captain Scott Ryobi Rizzuto.
Ryobi.
The brave Captain Ryobi's heroics and the assistance of his elite dad rogue tree disposal team, the Howlin' Husqvarnas of the Wildwood Battalion. The faint purrs of two-stroke engines stalling out as they yanked the pull cords of their chainsaws could be heard for miles around, protecting our neighborhood. The stalling was simply a result of this tribe of ape-like fathers who wandered out of their suburban garages after sensing the fallen timber in their lizard parts of their brains being overstimulated and forgetting to pump the primer bulbs on the side of their anti-treerism weaponry trademark. In a moment of genius, the sly Captain Ryobi Rizzuto shouted, "Pump twice and prime, you fools! Fix bayonets and unleash hell!" Within minutes, the tree was sawdust and memories, Spaniard. Sawdust and memories. And we will all sleep easier, knowing that it's gone. Salute! And bye-bye. Make like a tree. Leave.
We will celebrate that day every year.
In
Our
perpetuity.
Independence Day.
That's Wildwood's Independence Day.
That was our Independence Day.
That was Wildwood's Independence Day.
The street had freedom.
Yep.
And
Sure
for
did.
time purposes, I have a few honorable mentions this week. We had a lot. So, Not So Mean Gene, who was happy to accept the $10,000 that Lern was going to give him out of $1 billion. Thank you, Gene. You're such a good person. Bye-bye. Hoosiers who love Disney because Moon went to Disney and said he was alarmed at the amount of Hoosiers he did not see.
They were off.
They were
I
there.
just said the Hoosier level was down.
The Hoosier level was lower
we-
than he
I'm
expected.
saying
So,
we were there. It's just our behavior was less Hoosier.
Well.
That's all.
who's your daddy? Bye-bye. One weird guy in Moon's neighborhood who's hiding in the woods and scaring all the children. Thank God we got another gaggle of dads together to threaten that man's life. If he was a listener, he's probably pretty upset and going to kill you. Bye-bye.
I have not seen that guy since.
People in favor of divorce registries. We already got you one gift. Kiss our ass. Bye-bye. Myself for going vegan.
Oh.
Got a lot of emails about me going vegan this
Oh,
week. It's
yeah.
only for the month of April, and Sun Tzu said, to know thy enemy, become thy enemy. Don't read too deep into what Captain Porksteak's got going on. I'm becoming more for you, so suck it. Bye-bye. Rizz's mind and do it, bitch.
Yeah.
Rizz really brain farted hard in our segment of Do It Bitch this week when he could only remember 3 pieces of furniture in his own home.
It cost
Man.
my butt.
I'm
man.
a minimalist.
He's very much
Right.
He's very Scandinavian in his thoughts and his furniture. So I guess in the sense there's nowhere to sit, get the hell out of here. Bye-bye.
Even John, the GM, commented and
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
disappointed.
it's bad when the boss gets
That's
in.
always nice.
We didn't even get enough answers to have controversy. You froze at 3.
I know. I froze.
Hi.
And final
I
honorable. Okay, yeah, you did. You biffed it. It's okay.
We appreciate it.
Bye-bye, bitch.
Oh.
Ow.
Speaking of bye-bye, bitch. One lady who was really upset about 9 Inch Nails getting played in the afternoons, but emailed us about it for some reason. She said the song Closer was old and inappropriate. Well, sounds like you're old and inappropriate, so suck it. Bye-bye. And finally, the real RIPs this week. Vontae Davis, former Buffalo Bill. Angie Harmon's dog. That's sad. Hurt me to say it. Jerry Abbott, Dimebag Darrell, and Vinnie Paul from Pantera's father passed away. And John Flaherty. You may have known him as the jackass guy from Happy Gilmore or alum of SCTV. Those are your real RIPs, and that concludes this week's In Memoriam.
He will not make any more putts. You jackass.
No putts.
Way to go, Rafe.
That was
Hey,
perfect.
thanks,
That was a good in memoriam. Mm-hmm. Sent off a lot of people.
A lot of people had to go.
A lot of people had to go. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with this week's Fail Story segment. Got a couple of good ones for you. It is 8:12. It is Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. We got some trouble on a right-hand shoulder block due to a stolen vehicle, 44 westbound at Ann Tire. Your point forecast, more sun, little less wind, high of 58. Right now it's 38 at the Point Studio.
All right, folks, time for your Friday Fail Stories. All right, so these people thought they had the perfect plan, but my God, somewhere along the line, that perfect plan went completely sideways.
Yes.
And it became an Uber.
See?
And ultra.
See?
Dare I say it?
No, you dare.
Mega. Here we go. Yeah, a lot of fails.
Fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, Polo Asensio joins us. And daughter Bianca joins us.
She's failed. She's a big fail. We had this plan going on. Say, hey, we're going to walk in there. Remember, you don't speak English. And she was like, yeah. And then as soon as she's going, hi, good morning. I'm like, dude, so let's give her a fail.
She actually said, hi, I don't speak English.
Hello, kind gentlemen. I do not speak any English whatsoever.
That's what she said. Yes. That's what she said.
Friday Fail Stories are sponsored by
Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
Polo, great to see you.
Hey, it's great to be seen, man.
Great to see you, Bianca.
This is my dream.
I know. Dreams do come true. They do. What an honor.
My dream. I love you.
All right, so we got to get to the Friday Fail Stories, and we'll talk baseball. We'll talk opening day.
Let's talk about anything and everything.
Oh, we're going to talk about everything. But let's get to this first. What's the worst possible animal you can find staring up at you while you're sitting on the toilet?
A snake.
Sitting on the toilet, I said. Sitting on the toilet. A spider. Maybe a snake. The phrase toilet rat is trending after a guy in Montreal dealt with one. His case was just published in a medical journal, which is never good. So a 76-year-old guy found a rat in his toilet bowl and decided to remove it himself. Unfortunately, the toilet rat bit 2 of his fingers.
Whoa, come on, man.
At least it didn't bite something else.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. He went to the ER where they cleaned the wounds and gave him a tetanus shot, but he was back in less than 3 weeks later with a fever, headache, stomach pain, rapid heart rate. Not shockingly, it turned out the toilet rat was pretty disgusting. The guy had a bacterial infection called Weil's disease that was ravaging his kidneys.
Oh.
Could be fatal. Luckily, they treated him with antibiotics, discharged him from the ICU a couple days later. No word on what became a toilet rat, but...
Man.
Fail.
You're a total idiot, though, if you sit down and there's a rat in the toilet.
But did he see it before he...
No, I don't think he even sat down. I think he just came in there.
Like, oh, my God, toilet
there's a rat in the toilet.
You know what? What if it was his mascot? You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. Hamster, rat.
Oh.
It's 8 in the morning.
What?
It's 8 in the morning.
8:30.
Don't expect any stand your ground sympathy if you ever acted like a nut job like this just because a kid rings your doorbell and runs. 71-year-old guy in Utah, Michael Roberts, was arrested recently because he shot at 6 teenagers who ding-dong ditched his home.
Gosh.
Which I don't think kids did that anymore.
Yeah, my niece learned about that, and she's 9, and she just did that a few weeks ago, and the neighbor got really, really mad.
Everybody's got Ring cameras. Everybody's got Ring doorbells. Like, we used to ding-dong ditch all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Now
like,
what does
we
it look like? The Purge?
We terrorized the rotters down the street.
There was a church. Oh, this is bad. There was a church up the street that had a doorbell. And when we discovered that, it was so confused. It was perplexing. We're like,
Is Jesus home?
We're like, why does it have a doorbell? And it had the little light behind it. So, like, you could see, like, this thing's plugged in.
Right, it works.
And you hit it, and sure enough, like, you can kind of faintly hear something. So it was like ringing in the office.
Right.
So we probably hit that no fewer than 1,000 times.
A church. A church.
I mean, I was listening when he told us the story, and when I say all of us, the weirdo universe about church and the alarm, the fire alarm thing.
Oh, my brother.
So this guy, now he goes to Disney World, but before it was Church World.
Yeah.
That was my brother that did that.
Yeah, your brother. Whatever.
So a couple teens ding-dong ditched this one guy's house. The teens told police they were scampering back to their car when the guy walked out onto his porch and started firing at them. Fortunately, nobody was hit, but there were 2 significant dents in the passenger side rear door of the car. Michael told police they'd been ringing his doorbell for several weeks. He admitted to firing a, quote, paintball-like gun. He claimed he didn't actually aim at the kids. Officially, it's unclear if it was a real firearm or an airsoft gun, but he's now facing 6 counts of aggravated assault.
Dude. You're not going to believe this, but unbelievably, the same church that we used to do this to, the back of it had like a playground, and they always had some sort of construction going on. So we were always building bike ramps and stuff. And the yard that was next to it, the backyard, if you cut through it, the lady would come out and fire guns at you. A pellet gun. There was a pellet gun pistol that she had.
Wow.
And a
messing
and a
around
BB
there.
gun rifle. Right. I mean, all in the same. You don't mess with this
Jeez.
church and its
No.
area, apparently.
A 30-year-old woman in Florida named Amber McCann was caught shoplifting from a Walmart last week, and she had no shortage of stories for why she was stealing. So in a very confusing discussion with the cops, she initially said she was playing a really fun game called 21, where somebody grabs as much merchandise from the store as they can, walks out without paying, and tries not to get caught. I don't know why they call that 21.
Maybe because of Forever 21.
At her big age?
At 30? I don't know. At big
Florida.
age.
It's Florida.
It's
Shout out
Florida. Shout out to Florida. She originally said she dumped the items along with her purse and ID in a, quote, random car, and that's part of the game. But later she said it was a rental car that her boyfriend had and that he didn't know about her theft because he's too old to play that game.
Oh.
He's 31.
Anyway, the police eventually figured out which car it was and found more than $1,000 worth of stolen goods in the back seat. They also found pot and meth, drug paraphernalia, a locked safe with bars of silver, copper, and platinum.
Whoa.
Those were not from Walmart, of course.
Just playing about vampires and stuff with silver and all that.
Yeah, preparing.
Yeah.
She's been charged with grand theft, possession of marijuana, hashish, alazapram, possession of drug paraphernalia, and trafficking meth.
Trafficking meth.
Staying in Florida, Bianca, because we love Florida. Don't you love Florida?
My best friend lives there.
I want to move there.
I don't.
Why?
Yeah, my girl.
I don't know.
Yes.
Like,
she
I've been
listens to the show.
Disney World, that sweater's kind of triggering twice, and no.
You live in
You
California.
didn't like Disney World?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll meet you there.
I didn't. I'm sorry. With Peace and Love, it's too big. There was too many people, too many kids. I know there's kids.
Thank you.
But like Disneyland,
Yeah.
love her.
Oh, never been.
Disney World, not so much.
Not so much.
No.
A guy in Florida was arrested after he was clocked going 77 and a 45. That, of course, isn't the story here, but 22-year-old Joseph Ellis, charged with reckless driving and possession of a controlled substance after this incident just before 9:30 on Easter Sunday night. So a cop spotted Joseph in his super sweet Nissan going around 80 in a busy area in Clermont, Florida, that police say is a high volume of crashes. Now, when Joe's Nissan approached the officer saw a person about half of his body outside the car's sunroof.
Ooh.
Officer turns his lights on, pulls Joe over. Joe was the only person in the car, by the way.
It's Joe time.
He
having a
put
good
the
time.
car in cruise control, stood up on his seat, and put half his body through the sunroof.
Tight.
I get it.
Who doesn't?
The officer found a half-empty can of Bud Light in the center console, plus a container that had an oxycodone pill inside. He was arrested. This, by the way, second time he was arrested in 2 weeks. A little over a week ago, Joe was arrested for resisting an officer and assault on a law enforcement officer. He was out on bond when he was arrested. He also was arrested back in February for drug possession. During the traffic stop, Joe told the cop, quote, "Damn, officer, I got to go to jail again?"
Failed. Already been.
Yeah, I can understand about the stroller thing. There's too many dang strollers down there. And those people are terrorists.
Yeah.
Look at that. You dropped a bomb in his head.
Those
Yeah,
moms
yeah.
and
Thinking about
dads.
He's still thinking about it.
I
He's
forgot
still
about
thinking
that. I forgot about that.
Listen.
There's some entitled stroller pushers, and I'm sorry that you're in a
Even the
miserable
wheelchair
phase
people.
of your child rearing, but like it doesn't give you the entitlement that you think it does with the stroller.
But I got a stroller.
I got that Jeep stroller.
Terrorists.
Yeah.
Terrorists.
Jeep stroller.
Bad people.
Those things are cool as hell.
Not all of you, but a lot of you I found.
Most of
Yeah,
it.
we tried dragging the negative thought out of him about Disney.
And I forgot.
to
I
us.
You got
blocked
it.
out.
Thank
I
you,
blocked it
Bianca.
out.
You got it.
That was the only trouble. And they hit you with in the back of your ankles, and will look at you like
it's
you
your
did
fault.
something wrong. What are you
Get
thinking?
out of here.
Look at him. This is the angriest I've ever seen
That
him.
was the only
Yeah.
problem we had. The only problem.
His
Mickey's walking
eyebrows
off
went
that
like this. He
sweatshirt.
made like an M on his
I
forehead.
asked
They
you about
actually
a negative.
separated.
I asked you about anything negative at Disney, and Bianca
I blocked it out.
got it out of you.
I blocked it out, but yes, yeah, that brought it back.
One time a
Brought it
kid
back.
Let's
kicked
just-
me when I was in front of them with their stroller, and I just turned around and stared at them. Not the parents, I stared at them.
Yeah.
And I didn't move. I was like, I'm at the happiest place on earth with this.
And you
With
pissed me
this?
off.
Yeah.
It was the parents we had.
I'm
issues
not
Let's
to be
just say it,
trifled
man.
with
Little
at
kids
Disneyland.
suck.
No, the kids were fine.
Nah, little kids
The
suck.
kids
They
are
do.
fine. It was the
Let's talk
stroller
about that.
pushers, not the riders.
What do you think about grown adults that go every year without kids and dress up?
I do that. I don't dress up. I don't dress up.
Pretty dope.
Pause. I
Pretty
don't
dope.
dress up.
I'm cut off.
I love how we do
I have
freak
a
of the
pass.
week
I go at least
and are
once a month.
very, very, very careful to not kink shame. But we'll shame somebody
I'll-
for going to a wholesome, family-friendly,
Yeah.
awesome place
Yeah, that's weird.
that does nothing but give you joy.
See, I
I
go,
love how that's on
I
limits.
go with my brother. We go to California Adventure. That's where they have the alcohol.
That's where they have the alcohol.
That's where we have a good time.
Okay.
They
Someone
try.
didn't appreciate it.
They tried to drag me in there. Like my wife, my son, my daughter, they all have a season pass. I don't. And they go, if they can, every weekend. I'm like, why? The first time I went after, like when they actually convinced me to go, I was like, no, because I was traumatized from when they were kids. Like somebody will cry like in the middle of the day. Oh, I'm so tired.
I had growing pains. I was scared of Mickey Mouse.
Mickey
I don't
Mouse.
wanna
She
hear
was
excuses.
petrified of Mickey Mouse. She was like 17 years old, and I had to carry her through Mickey's house, and then because we were going for the picture, and before you go into the rat's room,
He's a mouse.
whatever.
Rat.
So she's happy. My son's happy. Yeah, Mickey Mouse, yay, whatever, right? The kids are so happy. You're almost crying because your kids are so happy.
Joy.
And then the door opens. She's like, where are we going? To meet Mickey. Bah! Like, for real. She started, like going off. And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. So I'm like, God dang it. So I carried her. She was like 25 by then, right?
Yeah.
No, my first picture
thought
was
you were
Mickey
17.
Mouse, where I wasn't crying. I was 19.
That's when she wasn't
19
crying.
was the first
But
non-crying picture.
Before that, I had to, and to this day, we have a joke running at the house because Mickey's handler, she would be like, "Is baby asleep?" Baby was awake and petrified and shaking, but she was like this crawling to my shoulder. I'm like, "Yeah, baby is asleep," and the lady's like, "Aw." So once in a while, when we're just like, "Baby is asleep," and but yeah, that's the story. Anyway.
Hey, with more and more electric cars on the road, this could be a common occurrence now. So last Thursday night, a Tesla was stolen in Hollywood. Unfortunately for the guy who stole the car, he stole the Tesla when the battery was at 1%. So cops found the car. There was a chase. The chase wound up on the 101 at one point. Eventually, the battery died in the middle of the street on Melrose. Suspect immediately taken into custody.
Way to go, Elon.
Fail. Way to go, Elon.
Yo, what
have you guys ever been in the middle of a chase?
Yes.
High-speed chase?
Yeah.
That happened to me once. I mean, I was not driving or whatever.
He was the one being
but,
chased.
Yeah.
He was with OJ in the Bronco.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was,
Little does everybody know there was a third person in the
Yeah.
car.
Oh, yeah.
Backseat
It
drivers.
was Al Cowlings, OJ, and Polo.
Telling Al to
Polo
slow
was
down.
broadcasting in Spanish from the back seat.
Aquí tenemos a OJ abajo del 5. La gente le está aplaudiendo. OJ. Vamos, OJ.
20 miles an hour.
How do you say it? The glove doesn't fit. You must have quit in Spanish.
Si el guante no te queda, no lo intentes.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Take that, Johnny.
Man, that's a party in LA when the verdict was read. I remember where I was. Do you guys remember where you were?
Oh, yeah.
School.
I don't.
Grandma's kitchen.
Yeah, baseball
We
game.
couldn't stop looking at it.
I was actually cleaning carpets with my father-in-law. And I've talked about me cleaning carpets back in those days. And we were cleaning carpets. We were cleaning a huge, like a mansion up in Montecito. And then the verdict was going to be read, and there was nobody at the house except him and I cleaning the carpet. So he says, hey, let's stop this. I'm going to turn off the machine. We're going to turn on the TV. We need to see what happens. So before, X, Twitter, and all that, you didn't know what was going on around you. So we stopped cleaning this carpet to see the verdict.
29 years ago.
Once they did, he was so happy. Oh, Jay, yeah, my brother, let's go. I'm like, what? You don't even know this guy. But anyway.
October 3rd, 1995 was the verdict.
Okay.
I was in high school. I was a junior in high school.
I remember the chase because all the parents were watching it on some little TV thing at the snack shack during our Kirkwood Cardinals game. We were playing baseball and we came over and the parents were gone.
The chase, we were on a school trip to Six Flags.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See? Like, do you remember where you were when your kid was born? Probably
The
not.
hospital room
I was there.
Yeah.
I was at
Instead of
bars.
Dave and Buster's.
It's present.
Dave and Buster's. All right. Two more for you. A woman allegedly tried to fly to London with a bunch of pot in her luggage. A 28-year-old Alexis Palmer tried to fly out of Boston's Logan with 74 pounds of weed.
Wow.
So that's more than just a couple little bags. That's 74 pounds. Customs authorities seized a reported $400,000 worth of pot. Now, pot is illegal in the UK, and the street value is very high. In a report, she told state police detectives she did not know what was in the bags and that an unknown woman had dropped them off to her earlier that day. She said a guy had organized a drop-off, but she didn't know the guy's name. She said she met the guy in Atlanta 4 years ago. He's been paying her through Zelle and the Cash App ever since. He allegedly promised her money for a car when she got to London. Never made it.
You need a car in London.
You don't need a car in London. It's a lot of traffic.
Hey, what the heck happens to an electric car if it runs out of battery? Is it similar to like running out of gas, like your power steering and everything goes out, or does it maybe stop the powertrain, but you still got the screen and it says, "You idiot, you ran out of battery"?
I don't know.
It's just a blinking light that's red of a battery.
How can the
That's all.
Please plug in.
How can the light be blinking if you're out of energy power?
Yeah,
Right?
I wonder what happens. I've run
Riddle
out of
me
gas
this.
on a car. I know what happens.
I don't know.
It goes
How
down.
about that?
And finally, you could get away with this if you're Yosemite Sam, in a Looney Tunes scene. Mm-hmm. Not in real life. 26-year-old guy named Craig Miller is facing more than a dozen charges after he randomly fired multiple shots in the streets of downtown Nashville. Happened early Monday. A witness says Craig was at an intersection waving a firearm around, shooting off rounds in different directions.
Hi, Craig.
Police showed up, asked Craig, "Excuse me, sir, what's going on here?" Initially, he denied shooting a gun, but later admitted that he had just divorced his wife and fired 8 rounds as a,
Celebrate.
quote, celebration for regaining his freedom.
Like a military
Mexican?
funeral.
Craig Miller? Doesn't sound it.
It's Miller time.
But Craig wasn't just happy. It sounds like he was high at the time, too. Gun turned out to be stolen. He kicked an officer in the stomach while being taken into custody and threatened to kill him. Sounds like his ex is the real winner here, but...
Failed.
It's because his wife ran off with Wile E. Coyote.
That's it.
That's it.
Boom, boom.
There's only 5.
Yeah, you need 2 more.
Thank you.
Oh.
8?
One to go.
8. You're actually paying attention.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
listen to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. And those are your Friday fail stories. Bianca's here.
I am.
And Polo's here.
I think I am.
That's what I'm told.
Good to see you guys.
I am.
We'll talk about opening day, what Polo's up to, and we'll play Just the Two of Us.
Oh, let's do that. My favorite game.
We'll play Just the Two of Us after the show. Have you played with us?
One time. And I remember clearly that Moon had to help me because one of the questions was a Tom Petty song, and I knew the song.
Oh, that's right.
What song?
I don't remember. and I didn't remember. I didn't know the title. Because, I'm Mexican. We don't listen to Tom Petty.
I'm Mexican and I listen to him.
Wow, dude. You're not Mexican. You were born in California.
Damn.
Let's go to commercial.
We'll figure it out. We'll play Just the Two of Us with Polo later. It's 8:51. I'm sorry, it's 8:41. It's Friday, traffic and weather, Moon coming
El
out.
tráfico es traído a usted por Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more. And the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com.
Typed in Google Translator.
Yes, that's exactly what I did, and no shame in that. 3 lanes blocked due to a crash 70 eastbound before 270. Also, 2 lanes blocked due to a crash 270 eastbound at Pershaw. Your point forecast, more sun, little less wind, high of 58. Right now, it's 41 at the Point Studio.
All right, welcome back to the Rizz Show. Polo Asensio joins us, as well as his daughter, Bianca.
Ask her middle name. She has the weirdest, longest middle name.
What's your
Just
middle
because
name?
you don't have... Do they know your real birth name?
Go.
Your God-given name?
I think
Let's go.
God. Who is she?
Ronald
Your
Smith.
mom.
Your real name is Ronald Smith.
The third.
Billy.
Michael Jackson Asensio.
What's your middle name?
Elise Marie.
Well, why is that funny?
That's beautiful.
To me, that's weird. It's 2 names.
First of all, it's hyphen, so it's 1. And it's the 2 most popular. Any girl born in the 90s, they have either Elise or Marie. Trust.
You have both.
And I have both.
I know my wife
think
thought it
it's-
was
I
a
don't
good
think it's weird
idea.
at all.
I do.
Mom didn't
I
even
do.
pick
I'm
them.
Mexican. Everything's weird for us.
Well, what's his?
Now, what about you?
Leopoldo. That's it.
What is it?
Leopoldo.
Leopoldo.
Dude, that's
Like
No
Leopold.
middle name.
That's badass.
Leopold.
Leopoldo?
That's very cute.
Aw.
Yo, that's
I think that's pretty
awesome.
cool.
Should I
You're not
just go?
supposed to hype
Should I
him
just go like
up.
that?
You're not supposed to hype him up.
Leopoldo Desensi.
We love it.
Leopoldo.
Were you, all right, I'm going to ask Dad here. Was she a good kid growing up? You get in trouble?
Not really. She's been really chill, mellow,
I'm anxious.
very anxious.
Yeah, anxious girl club.
If you wanna see her cry, just show her a picture of Clayton Kershaw, her favorite baseball player, or give her about 3 or 4 shots of tequila. She can drink tequila like nobody else. Like for real.
Somebody under a table?
my dad was alive. She will go
Go head to
one
head.
to head,
Trust.
like Ali and Frazier.
Like,
boom.
remember at that scene in Indiana Jones where Marion's taking, that contest at the bar
Yeah.
before it burns down. And she's going shot for shot
Yeah.
with the big fella.
Like Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
Yes, like that.
Gold tequila or silver tequila?
The clear one.
So
Silver.
Okay, so yeah, same.
You have
Yeah.
a tequila brand that you
I
enjoy?
like Espolón.
Espolón.
Espolón?
Yeah, when I turned
Espolo.
21.
Espolo.
Okay, no, it wasn't.
Say.
When I turned 21, someone gave me that bottle. Oh, trust.
Yeah.
But my grandma, she's insane. She gave
Oh,
me a
yeah.
bottle of Don Julio.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
That's good.
No, we don't, like I said, we don't drink a lot, but one time we were just at a party and she's like, hey, Dad, I'm like, let's go. And then Dad, next thing you know, I at
You're on the
least 6
floor.
down, and I'm like, whoa, and she's like, but then by the 8th tequila,
I was tied. I was sitting in a chair. They tied me to a pole.
Why?
And I started, because I was falling over.
Oh.
And I started crying. First thing I asked was for Taco Bell.
Yeah.
There is no
Taco
Taco Bell in
in
Mexico.
Tijuana. We were in TJ, and she's asking for Taco Bell. I'm like, there's a taco stand right next to
They don't
the
have a
house
5-layer burrito, baby.
here. But they
I
have.
don't think there are any Taco Bells in Mexico.
No,
I think
then
they
I asked
tried.
someone to cross me, drive me across, and they're like, no,
border.
you're too drunk. And I said, oh.
I think they tried. Like, hey, we'll put a Taco Bell or 2, and it did not work.
It didn't.
It's like they tried
but
Domino's.
They did use Taco Campana.
Which is what? That's another
Taco
fast
Bell.
food.
Taco Bell. In Espanol.
Oh, okay. Come on, Polo.
You missed the joke.
Come on.
got
Swing
it.
and a miss.
No, but you know what we do have? Pollo Loco. And I don't know if I...
Little Caesars.
That's
Yeah.
chicken, right?
Little Caesars. Pollo
McDanks.
Loco. They don't have Pollo Loco here, do they?
No, they should.
That's right.
No, they tried Domino's in Italy. It did not work.
Tijuana, there's Mexico, there's Domino's Pizza.
Hey, so that was going around before Breaking Bad, or was that a Breaking Bad thing? Because I've seen it, but I didn't.
Yeah, it's been
see
around
it
for a
until
long time.
It's been
after
around for a
Breaking
while.
Bad. Oh, okay. So
Maybe you noticed it.
I assumed
Their salsas are
I was like, oh, look
incredible.
at that. They made a.
Like Gus
No,
Fring's place.
No, that's Pollos Hermanos.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay,
right.
so they have
That's
that
right.
though, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that now.
Pollos Hermanos in Mexico. I mean, again,
Depends. What side of the business do you want?
The Mets side?
What you talking about?
The
I'm
Mets
sorry.
side or the chicken
I
side?
just want to. Yeah.
They got
I just
both.
want
some
I just
chicken.
want chicken.
They got both.
But yeah,
No.
Little Caesars, we do have Little Caesars.
Well, I was reading a story about this 13-year-old kid that stole a Lamborghini and crashed it
Into a Taco Bell?
into a Taco Bell. No, I wanted to see like a
Oh.
13. Were you a good 13-year-old?
Yes, she was.
13. Yeah, I was obsessed with One Direction.
What'd you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about stealing a
So were
car?
my kids.
No, I didn't want to get my license. My mom forced me to get my license.
Oh,
at
you're one of
19.
those.
Well, my brother was driving me.
And
I was like, why do I have to
Her brother
drive?
is younger,
Yeah.
mind you.
One of my teachers was like, Bianca, aren't you embarrassed? I'm like, no, why do I need to be driven?
Yeah, you got a chauffeur.
Yeah, that's
pretty
exactly
high
what I
class.
told
You don't
him.
want independence?
All my friends were
Obviously
driving.
not. She's almost 30 and she lives at home still.
Hey, rent is high. I think I want to
The rent
live
is too
somewhere
damn
else.
high. The police in West Vancouver, Canada, caught a 13-year-old in a Lamborghini, and the kid wrapped the car around a pole.
That's tough for a 30-year-old to drive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those cars aren't just like Ford Escorts. You're not just popping in, going, hey, here I go.
Well, it was the kid said he couldn't control the car. It was dark and raining,
Well,
It is a good Canadian car.
and he's going to get his PlayStation 5 taken away.
Guy.
That's terrible.
Cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, poor kid.
He thought he could drive it. A little too much Horizon 4.
Yeah. Or Forza.
Yeah, well, it's the same. Yeah.
Same thing?
Yeah, well, it's one of the versions. My son has one of those wheels and pedals now, like the controller.
That'll learn him how
And
to
he's-
drive
I
a
know
car.
it sounds silly, but he's doing like these driving sims and all that, and he's like starting to notice the difference. Like these fast cars are hard to drive. I said, I know. Don't go stealing any.
Right. Hey, you have a great opening day yesterday?
It was fantastic. It was
great to bring is this your daughter's first opening day at Bush?
second.
Second at Bush. My
But most
wife is
miserable,
also
she
here.
said.
Well, it was really
Quite.
cold. It was really cold. I mean, once in a while the sun will come out, but not like a lot. And it was always cloudy, 95% of the time. But it was a great opening day. And for me personally, I mean, I woke up like at 6 in the morning to do different things, radio stations and visits and things like that. And then the game starts. And Benji told me before in 2016 when we started, he's like, hey, if we do opening day next year, you're going to see it. It's the best opening day. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Get out of here. Again, I was just new to the city, new to the Cardinals. And every year it's similar, not the same, but similar. And every year is very special.
It's also different though when the season opens with the home opener.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when the season starts at home.
The eighth game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It takes a little shine off.
It does.
It takes a little shine off that we're a week into the season already.
2 series back.
It does, but still, it was special.
It's awesome.
Like I was she's been to a few at Dodger Stadium. I was this year at Dodger Stadium because they played the Cardinals, and they tried something like Hollywood, the blue carpet from center field of this. And at least for me, it didn't feel. It didn't feel.
Kind of random.
It didn't feel real. It felt very forced. It's like there's teams that try to force you things down your throat, and that's what it felt like.
Well, there's so much tradition here. You got to have the Clydesdales.
Mm-hmm.
The Clydesdales do the.
My eyes got watery seeing the Clydesdales.
Aw.
Oh, you drinking tequila?
No, I actually was not. I was stone cold sober yesterday.
And you got the Cardinal players, the alumni coming on, with the cars.
The Hall of Famers, not only the Cardinal Hall of Famers, but the Hall of Famers. And one thing, and I don't want to go into a dark place, but lately we've been losing a lot of legends for the Cardinals. And every year the group kind of gets smaller and smaller. You're like, damn, we better take advantage and come and see these legends before, we all eventually going to pass before they go away.
Yeah.
And yesterday, seeing Whitey Herzog try his best, he didn't even go to the field anymore, Whitey Herzog. He stayed in his suite, and he tried his best to wave at the crowd. The guy's over 90 now, and he's still going strong and going to a lot of games. So let's appreciate all of that, all the effort that the Cardinals and everybody involved, they do. Like we were talking to the U-Man. He's on the field calling the whole ceremony.
His 40th season.
Dude, it's about an hour long, the ceremony, right? It started at 2:30. The game started at 3:20. So the U-Man standing up there on the cold, like crazy cold, that he was telling us by halfway there, I was shaking because it was so cold.
Yeah.
And the fans were cold. I was cold in the booth. But I think at the end, especially because we won, it was all worth it.
I saw you were interviewed on KS2K about the Cardinals and their new exhibit, recognizing the team's Hispanic and Latin players and broadcasters.
That's awesome. She was there. And I am glad that Amy Barra and the team at the museum, Vicky Bryant and everybody there, invited me to go before the crowd came in. And I knew they were doing this. I knew because, we talked about this, and it kind of, and Amy mentioned it kind of started back in 2018, the first time I went to the museum, and I asked, hey, where's the Latino section of the museum?
Right.
They're like, oh, we don't have it, but eventually one day I'm like, well, not soon enough. And a few years later, and she explained to me why they had to wait, because every year there's a celebration. There's so much history here that, in 82, in 2022, we celebrate the 82 champions. In 2013, we celebrate, 23, we celebrate this champion, this, that. So this was the year they actually could put it in. And it was fantastic. I helped
Viva
a lot.
los Cardenales.
Viva los Cardenales. And they have I didn't know about this, they have a section about Polo, Asensio, the broadcast, and Poloisms. Things that just come out of my head, and I say them.
And you got a big head.
Huge.
He's got a giant head.
Huge.
We're the same hat size, actually.
Yeah, we
Get out
kinda,
of here.
Give me your hat.
I want one of your Polo stickers. I just realized you had some of those.
Yes. There's stickers.
Aw.
It's a little.
Don't stretch it.
Oh, I have hair. I have hair.
Maybe the hair makes it.
Your dad's got a giant melon.
But there's stickers and there's magnets, and they make
want
some
both,
magnets.
please.
You get them all.
Okay.
All of them.
So Poloisms.
Poloisms, like
Nice.
things that I just happened to say, and like I mentioned, they're like, eye on my corner, I see corner of my eye, I see Benji, and if he laughs, I'm like, oh, this was funny. So I'll try to remember and say him again and again. And there's a ton. I didn't realize how many I had until they told me to write them down. And I'm like, damn, you do say a lot of stupid
And you
things.
also donated Fernando Valenzuela.
I let them borrow it. I let them borrow it. Growing up, and you know, Fernando was what it still is my idol, my baseball idol, and a lot of people don't remember or don't even know that they actually played. He played with the Cardinals. He retired as a Cardinal, not because he said, "Oh, I'm leaving," you know, Cardinals, thank you. No, they actually cut him in 1997, and he didn't pitch in the big leagues after that. But somehow, thanks to Amy a couple of years ago, we found the jersey that he wore on the first time he pitched with the Cardinals.
No way.
Which is the blue, the baby blue
I
ones.
had no idea.
Yeah.
That's the Cardinals.
Yeah, there you go. 97. He had like 5 or 6 starts, and it wasn't great. And
I'm saying we got to recognize some of the great Italian baseball players.
Oh. We should.
We should. Because there have been some great ones, and I wrote some down.
Okay, let's go.
Some great Italian baseball
and
players.
You better. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me, Rizzuto. She already knows.
I already know.
You better. There's 2. One player, and one, I don't want to give it away. He was a lousy pitcher, but then he became great at a different thing. I'm not going to say what.
Okay. All right. Here's who I got on my list.
They better be there.
Here's who I got.
Or I'm going to shoot you in the ass. Where's the gun?
Oh, there's Fernando in
get the gun.
in a Cardinal jersey.
Oh, they are.
That was Danny DeVito when I first looked up.
Yeah, he looks
All
like
right, of course.
Diego Maradona. Like,
Of course, Joe DiMaggio, great Italian baseball player. St. Louis' own Joe Garagiola.
Yes.
Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra, both of them
Both
neighbors.
from the Hill.
Yep. Have you seen that? Well,
Did you
Yes,
watch
I
it?
watched
have.
it.
Yeah,
Yogi.
of course. He's
Of
a
course I did.
Yankee fan. Huge Yankee fan.
Get me out of here.
You know whose favorite player is ever? Think about it. You have a picture with him. You took a picture with him in Arizona spring training.
Don Mattingly?
Derek Jeter. Oh, and Derek Jeter and Don Mattingly are the two. I grew up a Don Mattingly fan. Like that
I
was my
respect
guy.
him. I love him. Miss him.
John Franco.
John Pitcher, Mets.
Pitcher, Mets closer. Mike Piazza.
Of course.
Period.
Oh.
Pause.
Oh. Do you want to say? You want to tell him the story?
So obviously I was
Born in
a girl.
1998.
Yeah.
Right, Dodger.
Yeah. My dad, I don't know. I asked because I'm nosy. I'm like, what were you guys going to name me if I was a boy? My dad goes, Michael Vincent Asensio. And I'm all, what? And he's like, Michael for Mike Piazza, Vincent for Vince Scully. And I'm all, oh my God.
Mike Piazza. That was he was my jam.
Yeah. Mike Piazza's
Vinny.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Jason Giambi.
Jam. You have to have both.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
To a lesser
Rest in
degree.
peace.
To a lesser degree.
Yeah.
Roy Campanella.
Roy Campanella, catcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Okay.
Campy's Corner.
Terry Francona.
Terry Francona, manager, Tito.
Okay. Tommy Lasorda.
That's my guy. If you didn't say Tommy
No.
Lasorda,
He would have walked out and never came back.
Tommy
Trust.
Lasorda, I mean, seriously, I can stand here and have a 5-10 hour show telling you stories about Tommy and I. Like for real. Like that's why I tell people that I don't know why, but working with the Dodgers and now with the Cardinals, I mean, obviously there's the Yankees, right? But in the National League, that's it.
Oh, yeah,
that's
Dodgers.
where it stops. The Dodgers and the Cardinals, that's where it stops. Not the Braves,
Boo.
not the Mets,
No.
not the Padres or whatever.
Blech.
Yeah, exactly. The Dodgers and the Cardinals, and for me to be able to say that I worked and I'm working still with one of those franchises and I work with the other one, it's unbelievable. And of course, Vince Scully, one of the greatest announcers of all time.
What's his real
Irish.
last name?
His real
Is it Vince Scully? Was Vince Scully his real name?
Scully, yeah.
Oh, they were going to tell me he was Italian. I'm missing him from the list.
No, Irish.
Oh.
Redhead. Irish.
And of course, the late, great Phil Rizzuto.
I was wondering if you were going to get there.
Of course, he's the closer.
He's the closer.
Hall of Fame shortstop,
Shout
New
out
York
to Craig
Yankees.
Biggio.
Craig Biggio, yeah. One of the Killer Bees.
I think Killer Bees were Bonds and Bonilla, and then they tried to co-opt it for Biggio and Bagwell.
Yeah, I thought they did.
Just didn't quite take.
Biggio, I thought it was
Bagwell,
Biggio and Berkman. No, was Berkman part of that team?
Yes, he was. Berkman, Biggio, and
Yeah.
the
I
other
think
one
they
you said.
co-opted it later, but the original Killer Bees were Bonds and Bonilla.
Yeah.
Pirates outfield.
All right, shout out to Craig Biggio.
Yeah,
Shout out to Craig. He should be on the list too. I mentioned any other Italians.
Yeah, Andre Palante.
Andre Palante.
Look
pitching
at
for the
Bianca.
Cardinals.
Dang.
Shout out.
Sorry.
Hey, we love.
We're gonna listen. I'm gonna start up the Italian Baseball Hall of Fame.
Okay. You're going to fund it?
It's going to be in Wildwood, by the way.
Oh, it
'cause,
is.
Not far from my house.
There's probably something
Yeah.
about that.
Am I missing somebody else?
I didn't know. Jastrzemski's not Italian, right?
No, it's Polish.
I thought so. All right, just checking, man.
Even though, listen, even though
Anything that ends in a vowel, we got to run it through.
It's a different vowel.
Yeah.
We got to run it
Hey,
through.
Have you ever tried Polish sausage with pasta? Delicious.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. So he's
course,
part
it
of
works.
the family.
It works. All right.
Like,
Listen, Polo's here,
Yes.
Bianca's here.
Yes, we
After
are.
the break, we're going to play just the two of us.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to give away some fabulous prizes.
ooh, all right. I love giving away
We've got
stuff.
Rob Zombie Alice Cooper tickets.
Oh,
I know you're a huge Rob Zombie fan.
How did you know?
I just the tattoo on your face tells me.
Mike Tyson.
We also have tickets to go see the Smashing Pumpkins. All right, so
She's a huge fan of Billy.
do you like the Smashing Pumpkins?
I found out this morning when we were listening, I was all, why are they coming on the 21st if they're going to be here with Green Day? And my dad's like, they're not going to be with Green Day when they're here. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh.
yeah, it's
Then she started singing. Go.
No.
Oh, please.
Today is the great.
Oh my God, is Billy Corgan here? Oh my God, Billy Corgan just walked in.
Are you Darcy Retzky?
All right, so
This is a wig.
Polo is
Michael.
playing. You are the constant. You are playing the entire time.
Okay.
You could pick any other Rizz Show member, including Bianca,
Okay.
myself, Moon, Lern, Rafe, or King Scott.
Correct.
So Rafe will ask 5 questions. We'll write our answers down.
Oh, this is okay. No wonder this is here.
I'll make it for
If
Bianca.
we match with Polo, 3 of the 5 answers, you win your choice of prizes.
Call in.
Supplies
You are
last.
going to win.
Trust.
We'll also have a patient 0 in case we match none,
Impossible.
and that person will win
Oh,
if
wow.
we match 0. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Just the two of us with Polo is next. All right, 9:09, Friday, traffic and weather. Mooner's coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more. The NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. We got a left lane block due to a crash 270 northbound just after Gravois. And we also have a right lane block due to an incident 55 southbound at 44. Your point forecast, more sun, a little less wind, high of 58. Right now it's 43 at the Point Studio.
It's the most handsome man in baseball.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I got a man crush on Chip.
Oh, have you ever met who's number not 2 but 1 and 1A?
Joe Davis.
Joe Davis.
No, I don't know who
The
that is.
Dodgers TV guy. My king.
Chef's kiss.
No,
Joe
Chip-
Davis is his name. I'm going to look him up.
Yeah,
Chip,
look him up.
Chip Carey walked in, and I went, oh.
I'm gonna send you a pic. I hope I saved that picture.
Oh,
He
dang.
sent me a picture from a cruise, the Cardinals cruise. They went to Puerto Rico this time.
Tell me it was in a Speedo. Send it to me.
Not Speedo, but very, very cute. Very flamboyant. Let's say that Chip Carey is not afraid of his masculinity. if that's
Neither am
right.
I.
He just like, boom.
My husband kind of looks like Joe Davis, Bianca.
No, he
I think so.
wishes.
He has that
Oh,
natural blush
damn.
to him.
Has a one natural.
He has a
bl-
natural blush.
No, he just has
well.
that kind of dark features. I love that.
If he doesn't look like the human Ken doll,
No.
I don't know.
Well, that's what Chip Carey looks like. Look, Chip Carey looks like a politician.
He walks like one.
Yeah, right? And he's sharp dressed.
Yes.
How was his voice yesterday? I didn't.
A
listen
little
to it.
better. A little better than the night before and the night before. And yeah, I know, like Chip. And what you get is what he is. There's no fake. There's no B side. There's no C side. There's the Chip side.
Yeah, the Chipster.
Yeah.
There's the
You
Chipster.
know that his. Oh yeah, that's talking
Joe
about
Davis?
handsomeness.
That's
I mean, his
handsome.
ears might be a little big, but he's cute.
He
He's
has a
got
natural
Michael Phelps
blush.
ears.
Yeah, Michael.
Right?
Yeah.
He's got Michael Phelps ears.
No, he's
Yeah, he's
gorgeous.
kind of Michael Phelpsy.
He's a cutie.
Kind of. You know what? This one right here, the one at the bottom, he kind of looks with a beard, put a little beard, maybe a little more lettuce.
Looks like me, right? Yeah.
Hangover, my dude,
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Brad Cooper. Brad.
Okay.
Notice I call him Brad Cooper.
Brad Cooper.
Oh, Brad. Yeah, we're buddies.
What are
Brad
you guys
Cooper.
talking about?
Hey, by the way, thanks to everybody chiming in on the Italian team. Yeah, we missed a bunch, especially Ken Caminetti.
Ken Caminetti,
He's
yeah.
my jam.
And the Speeds,
Spicio,
dude.
Spicio. So yeah, no, it's
Ray
it's
Langford.
Nope. Nope.
Well,
Bo Jackson.
That's right.
Nope. Nope. All right, let's give away some stuff.
Yes.
All right, so we have Rob Zombie Alice Cooper tickets, and we have tickets to go see the Smashing Pumpkins. We're playing just the two of us, Polo edition. So Polo is a constant. Polo's playing every round.
I'm it.
So we get you on the phone, and you pick a Rizz Show member, including Polo's daughter, Bianca. You are in the mix, too.
She doesn't get an applause.
Oh, yes.
Oh, quick, funny fact. You remember when you did the goo? Remember the news?
Oh, yeah, the news goo.
Somebody thought that there was somebody in studio making the noise.
There is.
Mm-hmm. They get paid a lot of money.
She thought there's somebody making this noise.
Stop it, man. There's a curtain.
My earliest
for a reason.
memory of the Rizz Show.
Wait, just like
I bring in a snare drum.
Wait, just like she thought.
Stop.
Just like she thought that High School Musical, that was high school. Like kids will break singing and dancing in the middle of the
And
day.
you got to high school, and you're like, this is not reality.
I thought E.T. was real, okay?
What do you mean?
I just thought that was real.
Like he is.
Aliens, yeah.
All right, guys, listen. Got to play the game.
All right, sorry. All right,
Gotta
you know
play
what?
the game.
She's here. Let's use her for something.
Bianca's
Let's
here.
make her useful.
So you guys on the phone will pick a Rizz Show member. Myself, Moon, Lern, Rafe, Bianca, King Scott.
You got a
Once you pick
screensaver of yourself on your own phone, man?
Yeah, my son made this logo for me. Hey, that's
I'm trying to start the
sticker.
game.
I'm sorry, dude. That was jarring. I'm like, bro, that's confidence. When you got yourself as your own screensaver, that's a person who is self-actualized.
That is pretty cool, though, actually.
It is dope.
To be honest. Okay, so you pick somebody.
All right, let's go.
Rafe's going to ask 5 questions. We'll write our answers down. If we match 3 of the 5, you guys win tickets. We will have a patient 0. So if we match 0, then that person will win.
We should do 0 or all 5. If you go 5 for 5, they win. Either end of the spectrum. What do you think? How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Wow.
I'm fine with that.
I feel giving today.
So it'll be 0 or 5?
Yeah.
Learn, pick 1 through 6.
3.
3. Christopher will be either patient 0 or the all-in.
Okay.
All in.
Oh, okay.
Guy doubled his chances just now.
Now, you're going to go to the lines and pick a contestant, right?
Yes, thank you.
All right, contestant, whoever you are, you're going to be speaking next. Remember, my daughter's here. That's all I'm going to say. That's the clue.
That's not all.
Who you should pick.
It's Polo. That's not all he's going to say.
Definitely not all you're going to say.
We're going to be lucky to get through one round.
Matt, hello?
Hey, good morning.
Hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt. Okay, so pick somebody in the room.
I'm going to go Moon Man.
All right.
Moon.
This
All right,
guy
What a
doesn't-
great listener.
Yes.
So Moon and Polo will be playing.
My dad did call her that she looked like a moon when she was little.
did.
Anyway, let's go.
look like
Let's
a
lock
He
moon.
died.
Let's lock it up.
Okay.
All right.
Let's lock it up, man. You and me, eye to eye.
Moon, Polo, let's get this going, and we're never going to get through it. Here we go.
Most
Number
obvious.
1, a word rhyming with lawn. A word that rhymes with lawn. Number 2, an ideal state for retirement. An ideal state in which to retire. Number 3, a reason to throw a party. What type?
I just like the way you said that.
What's a good reason to throw a party? I don't know. Last name of a famous Jack. Think of a famous Jack and fill in the last name. And finally, number 5, a neighbor in a classic television show. Neighbor in a classic TV show.
I know what you're thinking. And you just can't think of this person's name.
Let me know when you're ready, and we'll
do the reveal.
We're going to do the reveal by Lern. Would you mind counting down?
Easy.
You think so, man?
Easy. Absolutely.
All right, Lern's going to... So remember, you're going to say your answers at the same time. Lern's going to count it down. Here we go. Can you get 3 of 5 for Matt?
Word rhyming with lawn.
3, 2, 1.
Yawn.
Dawn.
I had
At
Dawn.
the same time.
Yeah, after 1. That's usually how countdowns work.
Had Dawn.
0 for
too.
1.
I scratched,
Not gonna
look
hit
at that.
0.
Scratched it out and put yawn because I thought
Yawn and Dawn were the
That's what
number
I
2
used
answers.
to-
1 and 2
to
answers.
Clean my dishes.
I
Dawn.
said fawn.
I had Spawn.
Yawn and Dawn were the number 1 and number 2 answers in no
you of
particular
all
order.
people,
Number
Scott.
2, an ideal state for retirement.
3, 2, 1.
Florida.
All right, on the board.
Florida was,
On the board.
unfortunately, the number
What do you
1
mean,
answer. I'm sorry.
unfortunately?
We all hate in Florida.
Bianca and I and Lern do not agree with you guys,
Yeah.
but
There's a couple buckets
California.
there.
we'll be in Laurel Canyon having a good time. You guys enjoy your hurricane swamp.
California. I'm not leaving,
Taxes are
baby girl.
expensive.
Number 3, reason to throw a party.
3, 2, 1.
Birthday.
Birthday.
I had Cinco de Mayo written after.
Birthday was the number one
Birthday
answer.
was the one I went with.
Last name of a famous Jack.
3, 2, 1.
Nicholson.
Buck. Are you out of your mind?
I said
Buck was the one. Buck was the one.
You're a Cardinals broadcaster, for God's sakes.
I mean, I wrote that for you as a Cardinals broadcaster, and you biffed
Buck
it.
is the one.
You biffed it.
Wow, that's on Polo.
Nicholson.
That's on Polo.
Hey, Jack Nicholson, great actor.
All right,
What
guys.
are you talking about?
Here's Polo.
Calm
All
down.
right,
Calm down.
for the win.
This is for the win.
Neighbor in a classic TV show.
3, 2, 1.
Marcy
Flanders.
Darcy.
What did you just say?
I said
Marcy
Flanders.
Darcy.
Is that the bass player for
it's
Smashing
Married with
Pumpkins in the
Children.
90s?
Married with Children.
Oh, yeah.
That's his
The
good
famous
neighbor.
neighbor is Wilson.
I had
From
Wilson
Home
written
Improvement.
down. And
I
I
couldn't
thought,
think of Wilson.
Wilson
I
and
had
Kramer
Wilson,
were the
but I
number
didn't.
2.
Marcy Darcy.
We had
Actually,
it.
Steve Urkel was also.
we had it with Jack Buck. We had it.
I thought you had
that
that with
was-
Jack Buck.
We had it.
Sorry,
Man.
buddy.
Sorry.
You have brought great shame to your family, right, Bianca?
Yeah. No, I wrote Buck.
She wrote Buck. I can
wrote
see it
Buck.
right here. She wrote it.
Do not bait Bianca.
Justin, hello.
In California, which was the right answer.
Good morning, Rizzuto Show. Hello, Polo.
Buenos dias.
Could you get out of whatever box you're in?
Well, we just need him to say somebody's
Sorry.
name. Say somebody's name.
I'm going to go with Bianca.
All right.
Oh.
Father, this is smart.
Time
Single
to
brain
put.
cell.
What is it, though?
Lock in.
we
Lock
the
in.
last one we didn't. I
Father,
don't need to
daughter.
look at you. I already know how you look.
Father, daughter, just the two of us.
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
All right. A notable Olympic athlete. Valentine's Day blank. Complete the phrase. Valentine's Day blank.
Okay.
A hit song from an 80s movie. Hit song from an 80s movie.
Oh, man, that's a...
Oh, I got it. I
A
got this one.
nickname for a child starting with little.
Wait, what?
A nickname for a child starting with little. Little blank. A nickname you might give a child. And finally,
Radio friendly.
something you probably talked about, a college major. A college major.
Okay, we ready?
We're ready.
All right, Lern, count it down.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Say-
After
say
she
your
says
answers at
one,
the
you
same
guys
time.
will say your answer at the same time. Lock, make eye contact. Try not to get into a family squabble. Notable Olympic athlete.
3, 2, 1.
Michael Phelps.
Nice.
Good job. Michael Phelps was the number one answer. Simone Biles is the number 2 answer. Number 2, Valentine's Day blank.
3, 2, 1.
Sucks.
Chocolate.
I said sucks.
I thought it was massacre.
And
Valentine's Day sucks.
I thought it was Massacre.
Yeah, I had
I had
massacre.
Massacre was the number one answer.
Okay, I
unfortunately.
need some,
Hard.
I need a waiver. For the 80s, I have the song.
You sing it and we'll find the title.
I'll tell you what. Let's just do it, and if you're close, we'll give it to you.
close.
The movie. The
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
oh.
The
You
boom.
can't. No, you can't tell it to before. You got to talk about it after.
All right.
Don't go changing no
Hit
answers.
song from an 80s movie.
3, 2, 1.
Eye of the
Power of
Tiger.
love.
What'd you say?
The answer is Footloose.
I- I-
Yeah.
The answer is Footloose.
The answer is Footloose.
I had
The answer is
Danger
Footloose.
Zone.
Yeah, Danger Zone was
Danger
mine.
Zone.
The
Footloose
answer
is
is
literally the
Footloose.
title of the movie and the hit song. This is
I
the
love Back
number
to the
one
Future,
answer
so-
by a long shot.
I love that we're talking about two opinions, and some of us always go, the answer is.
It is.
The answer is.
I am the arbiter of answers over here. A nickname for a child starting with little.
3, 2, 1.
Devil.
Little buddy.
I had Buddy.
Buddy was the number one answer.
I'm sorry,
I had
Justin.
Whistle Britches.
Devil.
That was the radio.
I actually put Little Puppet.
Little
Just to
baby.
see-
Little puppet.
Little Puppet.
Puppet.
Is that
It's
what
from the
Urkel
movie
heard?
American Me. Remember that movie?
Boy.
Focus.
Okay, sorry.
All right, let's finish
Well,
just for fun
He
here.
lost anyway, so Justin's out.
A college major.
3, 2, 1.
Broadcasting.
Oh, man.
So underwhelmed.
Broadcasting.
We got the. Hey, we ended with a bang and we finished with a bang.
You did.
I got worried with the 80s movies.
You
with
bookended.
Yeah,
Caitlin, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hey. All right, Caitlin. So it's me, it's Lern, it's Rafe, it's King Scott. Who you going to pick?
Let's go with you, Rizzuto.
Okay.
You, Rizzuto. You.
Fine.
I learned it by
contestant.
watching you, Rizzuto.
Here we go, Polo.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right. A popular month for vacations. A song by Madonna. A song by the Madonna. Traditional martial arts weapon. A chore hard to do one-handed. A chore that is difficult to do with a single hand. And finally, name a specific toe.
I'm still laughing at Scott's silly answer.
Like,
What's Scott's silly answer?
Little whistle britches. I think I was the only one that laughed.
Like middle, small, middle.
You got it. Name a specific
Put a
toe
word.
on your
Yeah,
foot.
because I don't know. I mean, Americans are weird. I don't know if you actually name my toe name is Little Pinky or Little Wiki or I don't know something.
Maybe you do.
I do.
Well, listen, it could be totally off base,
Okay.
and we both match. It doesn't matter.
If she says 3, 2, 1, and you say Little Winky,
And I wrote Little Winky.
I'm going to assure you you're wrong.
Correct. All right.
All right, Lern, count it down.
All right.
A popular month for vacations.
3, 2, 1.
July.
Who vacations in August?
I would say
back to
June,
school.
right?
I thought
Isn't
March.
school's
July
out?
was the number one answer. Good job, Scott Rizzuto.
Dude,
August
we
was
didn't get out of school
number 11 to
until
12
like
answer.
mid or late July.
Why?
It was in 96.
We
man.
have to vacation at the first week of August because of Dead Week for my nephew's baseball season.
see?
So,
Dead week.
Okay,
Dead
well,
week.
August.
All right, a song by Madonna.
3, 2, 1.
Vogue.
like a virgin.
Like a virgin.
Like
I
a
had
virgin
that
was the
too.
number one answer.
Ooh, like a
Where was Vogue?
virgin.
Vogue was not in the top 5.
Like the very first time. Do you want me?
Okay, I get it. You know the song.
Keep going.
All
I had
right.
4 sisters, so yes.
Oh, man.
Traditional martial arts weapon.
3, 2, 1.
Sword.
Nunchucks.
It's
Nunchucks was the number one
No, I
answer.
was
In
gonna
fact,
write
there
that
was
down.
no second answer.
But he said,
That's traditional.
Nunchucks
What
is
did you
the
say,
only
sword?
answer to that.
look at
You said sword?
Katana.
No,
Sword.
I crossed out nunchucks and put sword. I think that was.
Nunchucks was the
Nunchucks, I
one
was
and
gonna
only
write
answer.
down, but I-
Yep.
You did.
0 for 3, by the way.
0 for 3,
You got
patient
this one,
0. Better hope for
Caitlin, sorry.
You got this one, though,
a
right?
chore hard to do one-handed.
3, 2, 1.
Mow the lawn.
It's the
Oh, it's
dishes.
Mo.
Dishes was the number one answer.
I
Dishes.
wrote dishes.
I had mowing the lawn.
You and me, we were locked in this whole time.
Polo.
Wow, I'm such a failure.
And
Yeah.
now,
No.
Well,
For patient
I was
0.
going to write folding laundry.
That would suck.
that would have been good.
Folding laundry.
Dishes was the number one answer. That would take a very long
Why
time.
Here we
do
go.
the dishes with one hand.
Patience. No,
Hey, we have to finish.
Try to
this.
sweep with one hand.
Guys,
Patient 0.
keep it down.
What is the sound of one hand sweep?
Patient
Oh, wait.
0 has a
Are we
chance.
0? Are we? Oh.
If you get this wrong.
If we get this wrong.
He
Little
has a
winky.
20%
Try to get it
chance,
wrong.
right? Because
This is for
one toe.
Christopher, who's
Right?
hoping that
Finally.
20% chance of winning, Bianca. Yeah, you don't. I don't know. I know you don't know how to.
Here we
add
go.
this
Here we go.
straight.
Name a specific toe.
3, 2, 1.
big toe.
Come on.
What happened?
Robbed.
Wait, what happened? Didn't you both say big toe?
They snatched.
Gosh.
Yeah,
That's
you
one.
They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Oh, no.
There you go,
What?
fellas.
On Earth.
So we got one right.
We got one right. That means Christopher loses.
Bummer.
Okay, Nathan, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Good morning.
All right, you got Lern, Rafe, or King Scott?
Let's go learn.
Lern.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Lern and Polo.
This
Here
is
we
a
go.
test for our relationship here.
I know. Are we best friends still? Let's find out.
I don't know.
Well, you're about to find
Don't
out.
look there.
Don't look at me, little puppy.
That's the nicest thing anybody said to you today.
No, it's from a movie. It's from a movie. It's from a movie.
Name
Sorry.
of a famous explorer.
Ooh, explorer, like
Like an explorer.
okay.
Somebody who discovers things.
No
I'm
words.
asking him. not
Oh,
to
like a
talk
real
this-
one.
Yeah.
An explorer.
Okay,
As opposed to a what?
Yeah.
a fake one.
This is clearly going to go well.
Well, there's
Artist
one
known
answer.
by one name.
Okay, I know this one.
Me too.
We better get this one.
A town in New York State besides New York City. A town or city in New York State besides New York City.
See, I want to go south and.
How about-
Bro, you have to stop.
I've been trying to get him to stop.
It goes against his nature. And Nick, oh no, hold on, that's the wrong one. Almost gave you I think you'd still get it wrong, but term used in chess. A term used in the board game chess.
Chess?
Yes.
Chess or chest?
Chess.
Chess. I don't do chess. I do chest.
We got it the first time.
It's chess day.
Finally,
I'm not Russian.
A band with a color in their name.
Oh, no.
A band with a color
Don't be dumb.
in their
Wait. Okay,
name.
I got it. She's gonna help me. Wait.
That's
Okay,
fine.
all right, I won't
We'll
listen,
allow
I
it.
won't
We'll
listen.
allow that.
I won't listen.
We're going to allow quick assistance. Quick assistance
We'll
break.
allow that. That's
Bianca's
fine, right?
whispering.
Yeah,
Polo's
we'll allow
here.
that. We can-
And right
a play by
now,
play.
it appears the father-daughter pairing is having some sort of disagreement because they shouldn't have taken
forever.
this long. And now we're back. It seems that talking runs in the family,
I
from
know
what
the
I see.
song and everything, but I don't.
God, write
It
it
doesn't
down.
matter if you don't know it.
It doesn't matter. You don't know it. I thought you were just going to give him one.
Okay.
Here we go.
Moon,
Here we
count
go.
it down. Moon, count it down.
Okay. Sin trampas.
Sí, trampas, sí, señor.
What does that mean?
No cheating.
Oh, okay.
Name of
Buena
a
suerte.
famous explorer.
3, 2, 1.
Jack Cousteau.
Columbus.
Jack Cousteau.
Jack Cousteau, another famous Jack.
That's okay.
His name is John.
What? He's real, right?
His name is Josh.
He was very real, and he was an incredible. Yes.
But because
That was a great Italian baseball
I
player.
asked because I was gonna go with Tom Sawyer, but then that guy's fake.
I thought you were going to go with Dora.
I said Dora.
Yeah.
Ponce de Leon,
Oh my God.
I mean,
Magellan,
Magellan.
Columbus.
That's okay.
Lewis,
That's okay.
or Clark,
Indiana Jones.
Columbus,
Indiana
and
Jones.
Ballard.
Jack Cousteau. All very good.
Indiana
answers.
Jones was a famous explorer.
Me.
Dora.
Come on, we're gonna rebound. We're gonna rebound.
And I was worried about cheating.
Number one answer,
You're
Dora. Artist known by one name.
3,
Wait.
2,
God,
What?
Dora.
3.
Wait.
What?
Okay, sorry.
Say it again.
3.
Rafe. Say it
Artist known by one name.
3, 2, 1.
Bono.
It's Madonna.
We just said Madonna.
Madonna.
That was a slam dunk.
Look at
Chair.
Bianca's face.
How is not chair?
Are you saying chair or share?
Chair.
Chair Cousteau.
Chair.
Sonny and Bono. Or was it his buddy Sonny Bono?
We just talked about
Sonny
Madonna.
and Cher.
A lot of sits.
If I could turn back time.
Bianca
Hit
is
it.
That was a
so
good one.
disappointed.
Prince.
You said Madonna?
No, I said Bono.
Bono.
Madonna,
Both of yous.
Madonna, Prince, Cher, top three answers.
You
But
see?
Bono.
Madonna was pretty much a slam
Hey,
dunk since
this
we
is our
just said her
game,
name.
okay?
All right.
You have to sweep here.
A town in New York State besides New York City.
3, 2.
Brooklyn.
Albany.
The answer was Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I said Albany.
My
Go
brain.
Buffalo.
I was gonna say Hoboken.
0 for 3. Hoboken's
That's in New Jersey.
Great New
Brooklyn
York.
is a borough of New York City.
Brooklyn is New York City.
Man, we're
Oh,
going
Brooklyn is
well.
New York City?
It's
a
okay.
borough. One of
Thought
the
it was
5
Brooklyn.
boroughs.
Oh, but
He doesn't know what that means.
that's not good.
It's a borough. Yeah.
The only burros I know is the burro from the
Donkey?
burro show in
Burro.
Tijuana, the donkey
Burro.
show.
Yeah.
Burro.
Yeah, el burro.
Okay. 0 for 3.
Wow.
Terms used in chest.
3, 2, 1.
Checkmate.
And there goes patient
There
zero.
goes.
Jackmate.
Chances.
Jack Cousteau.
Well, there goes Nathan anyway. Sorry, Nathan.
Are they related?
They're related.
Man.
Final one, just for fun.
Final one for funsies. Band with a color in their name.
3, 2, 1.
Black
Day.
Eyed Peas.
Oh, there's only one
Is
answer,
it
guys.
2008?
I'm sorry.
Pink Floyd.
one
was the
answer.
Went
number
straight to
one answer.
It's
Fergie
White
Ferg.
Town.
White Town.
White Snake, Pink Floyd,
Blue Oyster Cult.
Blue Oyster Cult, Indigo Girls, and or Black Sabbath were the number 1.
No Green Day?
You have time.
Apparently
You
not.
have
Except
one
the Green
one
Day.
more?
I do.
Oh.
One more.
Okay.
One more.
Ooh.
One more. Oh, we're out
man.
of time.
Are we out of time?
Yeah, we're out of time. I'm sorry, guys.
Who's the timekeeper here?
Me.
Okay.
Did we give away
His
anything?
father's time.
No.
I don't think we did.
Hey, Scott, give patient zero something.
Aw.
You know what? One answer. One answer.
I don't
We
think
can
you
do
do it. I really
Just
don't
one
think you
answer.
can do it. Let's just give it to him.
Just give it to him. Just give it to him. All right, we got to take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
I'll save this one for another day.
All right, that is it for us. Thank you all for tuning in. First off, thanks to Bianca for coming in.
Yes, thank you, Bianca.
And thanks for bringing your dad.
I know. I'm his handler, like
Yep.
Disney character.
Thanks for bringing your dad in.
Mickey's going to sleep now, kids. No more autographs and pictures.
Polo Asensio, of course.
Thank you, as always. Thank you. If you allow me to plug something, next Wednesday, baseball in the classroom.
Just kidding.
Baseball in the classroom, Moon. Cardinals.com/theme. Baseball in the classroom, Polo Asensio, Benji Molina, plus some guests, some special guests, perhaps even some players will be part of the ceremony, will be part of the class.
Cool.
And it's open for everybody and to everybody. I know a bunch of schools, a lot of teachers are coming, bringing their students. But if you're an adult and want to learn a little bit about Spanish in baseball and in the classroom, come over. Cardinals.com/tickets. Cardinals.com/theme.
Got it.
And get your tickets right there. I believe it's only like $15. Ticket to the game, special souvenir, and of course, about 45 minutes to an hour with Polo Asensio, Benji Molina, Fred Bird, and a bunch of people. So come over.
Yeah.
And again, Rizz, Moon, Lern, Rafe, and that guy in the box, Scotty. And of course, thank you for allowing me to bring my Bianca. I love her.
Well, I'll tell you what, you are great, and you're welcome here anytime.
The Rizz Show wakes me up in the morning. My
Yes.
Alexa
Well,
wakes
thank
me
you.
up, and then I'm like, Alexa, stop, and then she starts playing the Rizz
Well, I'll
Show.
tell you what, Lern's been monitoring the chat, and they love you.
No, Twitter loves you. They're like,
I'll be
add
back.
her to the show right now.
Yeah.
Finally, somebody loves her.
I know.
You always come home here.
She's been waiting for love for 26 years.
All right, today's podcast is titled
Oh, the title is Polo the Little Whistle. Polo the Little Whistle Britches.
Today's wrap-up sponsored by
Jack in the Box, Jack Wraps, a little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence only at Jack.
All right, what do you got?
I got, Soccer 101 podcast came out a few days ago. Another one's coming out. Maybe, I think it's today with Scott Rizzuto.
Whoa, this guy.
Talking all about St. Louis City SC and his experiences. We also have, we just announced April 20th. It's an away game for City SC. They're playing Sporting KC, big rivalry there. And we're going to do an in-person podcast recording and a watch party down at 9 Mile Garden in Afton. That's going to be a lot of fun. Me and Rocky are going to be down there. That, and then May 11th, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m., I'm coming off a Disney high, and I've been inspired like none other. And Punk Rock Disney and Can You Feel the Punk tonight is going to be such a blast. So make sure you get your tickets.
All right. Lern.
Yes, join me on April 13th in Columbia, Illinois. I'm going to be doing a Cause for Pause with Helping Stories of Monroe County. I'm going to be the MC. We're going to save some animals' lives and raise some money for that shelter. And you can go to helpingstories.org to get tickets. Thank you.
Perro. Hacho perro.
Polo.
What's
Plug
up?
something.
Hey, Cardinals.com/theme this Wednesday. And follow me on socials. Thank you again, everybody.
Rafe.
Follow me at I am Rafe Williams on all the socials, and catch me in Austin for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival, April 16th to the 22nd. Or if you're in Springfield, Missouri, and you're a listener, they're doing the Kenny DeFore Fest from my buddy Kenny, who unfortunately passed away this year. They're doing a comedy festival. We're going to have a celebration of life, and we're all going to be down there the weekend of April 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Cool.
So go check out KennyDeForeFest.com. Get tickets to that. Hannibal Buress is going to be there. There's going to be a bunch of really.
That's good.
I'm just the icing on the cake.
Cool.
There's some heavy hitters coming in for Kenny's celebration of life. So go get tickets to that in Springfield, Missouri.
Bianca.
Yeah, go Cardinals for now. I mean,
Come on. I love it.
until Clayton Kershaw
You
comes
should
back.
join the street team.
Anything to plug?
I unfortunately do have a Twitter.
Well, and it is?
Bianchizzle, I think. BIIANKIZZLE.
Trust.
Right.
Trust.
Yeah.
Trust and be real, friends.
Okay. Scott.
Yeah, this is for Polo. You may not know this yet, but I'm going to be the first person to get over 1 million followers on Venmo, and it's only $1 to follow. So just reach out. King Scott rules. It's a pretty cool cause. Thank
See,
you.
if you laugh, you encourage.
Finally, somebody
Always tackling.
Good job,
All right, we
buddy.
leave you with a selection from our Teamers
I
of the Day.
just got
brought to you-
raptured when she laughed at his joke. I just watched him disappear through the ceiling.
All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Teamers of the Day brought to you by Hot Shots. St. Louis is home for blues hockey. From Wentzville, Missouri, Elizabeth Malik is our team.